Up, y'all?
What's happening?
Wait for everybody to get in here.
Aloha.
Aloha, indeed. Oh, I like how you wore your, you got your Hawaiian shirt.
This is my civil disobedience shirt. Aloha snack bar.
Aloha at the snack bar. You know what would be dope? Somebody could actually probably make some money off if they actually had like a snack truck or whatever and just call it like Aloha snack bar.
I honestly think at least a military veteran has tried that.
That would be badass.
I promise you, they're the ones that coined that. Aloha snack bar.
All right. Now, before we get going too far into this, I have to make sure that this stuff is working correctly and that we are not getting any echoes. So, I myself am going to stop this.
Hola, Tomasa.
¿Qué pasa, Tomasa? Does it sound okay? Does this one sound okay, or do I sound robotic again? I'm going to have to look it up just to make up myself, to appease myself, because we have a lot of important things to get to tonight.
That's right.
And I can't afford to be sounding like a motherfucking robot, dog. You know what I mean?
Hola, Tomasa.
Sounds normal. Tomasa? Does it sound okay? Does this one sound okay? Okay, it sounds okay. Everything
right.
sounds good.
Sound like shit like usual.
Yeah, we came in with some good rock, some non-copyrighted rock music. So yeah, everything went well. I mean, I had a good time, man. We had a little wheelchair Wednesday here a minute ago. Had good friend Albert out, fellow Michigander. Oh, it is that time for the sun to set.
Yeah, it is
in the wheelhouse,
like right there, and it doesn't always get it, but
no, it's once it gets in there though, it gets in there.
It goes good with a shirt. And
yeah, it gets in there pretty good. Look, they're right there. That camera you can really see. They're just coming in at you.
Let there be sun.
Yep. Now, welcome to the Wheelhouse, everybody. Now, as you are familiar with, if you've watched a couple episodes of this, before we get too far into this, we like to do a couple things so we don't get by YouTube or whatever. So before we do that, before we get into all the good stuff and all the good, the good thick of it, just grab your hands on it and rascal it. We got to go ahead and do this. We'll do the warning first, and then we'll do the intro. Warning. The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. If you are easily offended and cannot stand foul language or manly banter of any kind, this may not be the show for you. Viewer discretion is advised. I love that warning. That's a good warning.
I do too.
Just super quick, simple, to the point.
Yep.
Gotta talk real fast, which I'm usually pretty good at. What up, Kyle Fedberry? Kander Shite, what's going on, guys?
Kyle.
Yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about before we hit this intro. Do you have anything to say? Just hello to everybody.
Yeah, man. I'm fucking all jacked up on Kickstart. Way too much water today. No alcohol.
Well, yeah, we got to get... Well, Kickstart doesn't have alcohol, though.
No, absolutely not. It's just energy drink, dude. I'm fucking going straight edge, raw dog tonight.
Raw fucking doggy, boys.
Pent up aggression, figured... Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, like Mike said, it's going to be a good episode when you see the warning. Hell yeah, Mike, you know what's going on. Welcome to the... The jitters, huh? Better than the shitters, I guess.
Yeah.
He said that drink gives him the jitters.
I don't rarely drink these things, but I do like this one. I don't even know what the hell it is. Pineapple Orange Mango Kickstart.
Oh, shit.
I don't do the Red Bull and all that other crap, and I kind of like my liver and kidneys to do other functions like filter out alcohol from drinking too much on the weekend.
Yeah.
So I try and save them, but once in a great while, sons of bitches are pretty nice.
See, I don't fuck with Mountain Dew anymore, man. I just, I don't know.
Well, it's not Mountain Dew, just Mountain Dew product.
Well, I mean, it's Mountain Dew is Mountain Dew. I mean, well, it's not Mountain Dew, but it's, you know what I mean? It's made by the same company. I don't know, man. I just try to stay away from bad shit. But that's the thing. The more you try to stay away from bad shit, the more you're going to take bad shit because you're just like, what are you going to do? Let me go to the grocery store. You're eating the same shit.
I'm pretty good about it, man. I haven't had fast food in a couple of years. Really tried to filter a lot of the bullshit. We've had that discussion in previous shows that there's no such thing as just pure eating healthy, eating clean.
Right.
It's absolutely fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Unless you've got seed stock from 30
Dude,
years
I
ago.
think about it all the fucking time, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to, you know what I mean? Really, the only way you can do it is if you grow your own shit. But nowadays, I just watched this shit earlier where Bill Gates owns all the fucking seed shits.
Thanks,
Jody.
Jody, my Jody.
All the seeds are genetically modified, so you're absolutely helpless.
Yeah, you ain't doing shit. This ain't got like LSD or nothing in it, does it?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, fuck it. Whatever.
Line it with some Simpson oil.
You only live once, boys. Here we go into the fucking tunnel. Right, dude, the bass. I'm like, oh shit. If you guys see me just grab my chair and just put my head back, you know this shit wasn't real. No, I always take a gift from anybody that's not trying to kill me. But yeah, so really, what up, Mike? It's just us today.
Yeah.
No peanut gallery or nothing.
No. Dave's taking a little break and
Taking a breather.
Keith's taking a break and
I love that shit too.
which is fine. Gets us back to the root of it.
Gets us back to the root of the Rick and Rowdy
right.
show.
That's the truth of it. Quoting country songs now.
Oh man, somebody get this motherfucker a guitar. Wait, he did bring one of those too. Hey, we might see a guitar entrance by Rowdy.
Never know.
All right, so a lot to talk about. Let's
ton.
start it off.
I know I've been burning you up. Let me publicly apologize.
He has.
I've absolutely been
Sending
burning
me
this guy
everything.
up the last 3 days with every fucking TikTok and little clip that I could get and hearsay news. And it's sad because I had to reflect on a lot of the shit that I sent him. I've seen a lot of rebuttals, people disproving what was said, and it goes back. It pisses me off. You have to work so hard to get to the truth of it, and especially with the new AI technology.
You can't believe anything right now, really.
You can't believe fucking anything. No matter how much you want to believe it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, man, for anybody to try and spread truth, because everything that's up there is false right now.
Right.
Or they tell you it's false and it was really true, or who the fuck knows?
Well, we're gonna get into the thick of it. I mean, the nitty gritty.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
We did some on-site reporting.
Yeah. Well, I don't have your footage because I think Troy's is a little
close
better,
now.
and it's a little clearer.
It's
because
not better.
You
Mine's
know what Troy?
better.
No, you know what Troy does. He probably does.
Nothing.
Well, I guarantee you this. I bet you Troy has a fucking iPhone.
Probably.
And you know what? I
That's
don't
why
like
it sucks.
iPhones. I will never own an iPhone, but
not
their
a Droid.
fucking cameras are immaculate.
They are
bro.
bitching. The new ones
Super
are
good.
They're stupid.
Super
You
good.
Zoom in on the moon and see craters and shit.
Yeah, dude, he got some zoom in moments on here. We'll see if we can see it. Here,
Yeah.
let's pull this up real quick. But if you guys are familiar with Jackson, Michigan, Acme Industries was actually a big business back in Jackson. I don't know when they started, but it was back in like the 1800s. I think they were around
Late 1800s,
Yeah.
1880s, 1890s.
And Acme did everything. I mean,
Acme might be
did
older than
everything.
that, but I think that's around when that main structure was, when it was located at that premises. I'm sure they rebuilt that shop 10 times since then, but that shop was at least 100 years old.
Or added on to, or whatever, right?
Yeah, the main structure is at least
the main
100.
structure that went up and then peaked.
A buddy of mine had done some tear-off remodeling crap on that, and he said that roof was every bit of 5-6 inches thick.
Oh, damn, I can imagine.
Layer after layer of tar and who knows what, good old asbestos shingles and all that crap.
Oh, yeah, all that went up in flames.
Might
so
be
it's
why
gonna be
I'm
nice to breathe.
kinda raspy
Probably why.
now,
You guys
yeah.
went right down there, fucking field reporting.
Chemical warfare going on in my lungs.
So I got to give a big shout out to our neighborhood camera guy, Troy Hoffman, for this video.
Go Troy. The smoke was so freaking black. My shop was about 6 miles away. And I thought it was a thunderstorm. And I walked out, was getting ready to go get my lunch, and I was like, holy shit, that's a black cloud.
Right.
Pulled up the phone app, checked the weather and the radar, and all the storms are east of Ann Arbor. And I said, that's weird. So I get going down the road, and I thought it might be my wife's place. Nope. She said it's further downtown. As I got closer to town, I thought it was Consumers Power Bill, because
Right.
it was pluming right behind it. Once I got down Mechanic, towards the end of it, parked at Performance Automotive at Mechanic and Ganson, and walked all the way down through the armory to the main gate. And I am actually looking at this picture. I'm right straight down that building to your left.
The old
I'm
Acme
just
building.
outside of that.
He
to
was
the
right
gate.
in front of the damn thing.
Argyle.
Yeah, I was like 30 feet away from it. And
This was a little bit after this was taken, though.
yeah, and they had just started spraying as I got up there. Like right now, you can see the lighter gray, blue in the center. That's where the water is hitting the fire, changing the color of the smoke. Other than that, it was solid black like on the left.
Yeah.
That was crazy shit, man.
It's nuts, and like you said, a lot of that shit's probably gonna end up in the fucking Grand River, and
Yeah, the river's right there.
and it's gonna go to all the damn, all of the. Well, the Grand River goes to the water treatment plant, right?
Well, no, it goes to it, but it doesn't go through it. Like
It doesn't go through
they
it,
don't
right.
do anything to the water. They just dump the shit water into the Grand River just downstream.
They're running out of water?
But the smoke, they kept saying it was going northwest, and it wasn't. It was going southwest. So it was actually going out towards Hanover, Horton, Spring Arbor area. And the EPA was telling people, because large pieces of ash were landing in people's yard, and they finally come out now. There's a red alert. Don't fucking touch it. They don't know what's in it.
Oh, great, yeah.
So now we're just waiting to see how many people get cancer and asbestos and all that good shit.
I mean, do you think that this was a like a vagrant, or do you think that this was intentionally done?
I
Or what do you
think it was freaking insurance because it just sold last week.
Well, and I got some other shit here too. I'm gonna pull up, and it didn't take me too long to find this.
And all the ground was contaminated.
Acme Industries, Jackson, Michigan.
Why would you buy a building you knew had heavily contaminated soil unless you bought it, put a huge insurance policy on it, and then blame it on a homeless guy sparking it?
The first thing that pops up is Peek Through Time, quote unquote eyesore, Acme Industries complex, a symbol of, I think it's like
Urban decay.
symbol of Jackson's manufacturing might, and it's got an old picture of what it used to look like. You know what I mean, back in the day or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was a pretty big building. It was a prominent building.
I'm pretty sure it was a brown zone because of the contamination. Just like Missioner Plating and the other plating facility right
They
up there
talk about
McKean.
in here though. This was done. This article is 10 years ago. And
Oh,
they
no
talk
shit.
in here about people wanting to use the land, but it's like they don't know. They don't have the money to demolish it.
Yeah, and they don't want to dig up that soil and expose whatever's hiding under the
Oh,
soil
dude,
that
no.
hasn't leached into the Grand River yet. And that's a big thing when you've got commercial building right on the banks of the Grand River.
Yeah.
It's just fucking sad. That A, we've allowed this, B, that we continuously allow these large corporations to come in
Feel
there,
sorry for
contaminate
the
the
people
shit
on
out of
the
it
other
for
side
100
of the
years
tracks.
and then just
To the
walk
west
away
of
from
us.
it. It's somebody
That's
else's
where the smoke
problem
is
now.
going.
Right.
And it really, really pisses me off.
It said it employed more than 500 people by 1953. And then if you look at like other places, like where it's at, how do you get a hold of them, blah, 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 blah,
Smoke is heading
blah.
west.
It pops up my grandfather's old address at 837 Woodbine, and his
No
phone
shit.
number is 787-1000. A lot of people that know me know that. And it literally, I pulled up some shit earlier where it had like how many people worked there, and it said 2, and it was him and my uncle.
No shit.
And it said in the article or one of the articles, that Acme had left Jackson, Michigan in 1984. Well, that's not true. The manufacturing plant left Michigan because they manufacture the shit outside of Michigan now.
Yeah.
But the salesman stuff and everything else was still in Jackson. My grandpa ran it since 1984, and he made over $1 million in the basement.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And, well, there are a lot of other companies that had based themselves out of it as small rental sections. Airmaster Fan was there at one time.
That's what it used to be. That was the most recent one.
I was also told, and I wasn't aware, that Spartan Electronics had a piece of that at one time.
Right.
So there are a lot
Wouldn't
of
surprise
companies.
me. Kyle said it's a proposed waterfront property for apartments.
Yeah.
He thinks.
That's what we need in Jackson is more apartments downtown.
apartments.
There's another big vacant field that I thought they were going to turn into soccer fields or something recreational or a big park.
Yeah.
Oh no, that'd be way too nice to have a big place downtown.
Nobody needs
again.
a park.
Right. No, we're going to put in some more freaking apartments.
The apartments they just put in not too long ago, over by like what's that, Blackstone and shit, right? Mm-hmm. It's like brand new like condo almost shits, right? Those motherfuckers I heard are like damn near empty still to this day.
Unbelievable. And expensive, like the ones that are on South Jackson. It's, $1,800 a month. Quote me if I'm wrong.
Right.
Correct
Ben
me if
says
I'm
we
wrong.
need more dollar stores.
Oh, well, we've had this conversation in the past. There was a big theory about the Canadian wildfires that they were trying to push the woodsy people out of the woods and get them more into the city.
No, yeah, to start their 15-minute cities.
Yeah, it's easier population control when you've got them in one spot, not scattered all over.
Right.
And it kind of makes you wonder, is that what their, long-term forecast is for here? We just get all the people into the city, as many apartments as we can. Shit, the foreigners are buying up all the farmland. Dairies are
Besides
shutting.
Bill Gates' bitch ass buying a shit ton of it. He bought a shit ton of Michigan
Dairy farmers are, holy crap. I mean, we've had 4 major farms in the last 4 years drop.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they were big producers of milk, really nice, clean facilities, well taken care of livestock, and just went, pfft, we can't do this shit no more. It's not profitable. It's too much work.
Right.
And who's going to step in and take care of that? Well, Bill Gates and Monsanto and
well,
all
then
them
you
other
see
idiots.
like Gates is like, I seen some shit earlier, and like the more shit you see, you're just like, oh my gosh, you want to look into it, but it's like at this point, I've already seen so much. It's like,
fuck, you don't want to look.
No, I take it out. I take it as I get it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm done.
It starts hurting your brain, man.
It does.
It a certain thing, and just I hate rehashing, but it's this just the speed that news is hitting you now. What the fuck was the name of the Russian coalition, the mercenaries there? See, I can't remember.
Oh, the Wagner Group.
Wagner Group, the head of that, Yudlinsky, I can't pronounce the goddamn name. Anyways, he supposedly went down an airplane today. It's funny, just a month or so ago, a couple months ago, he's staging a coup.
No, I know, and they had video of him and shit all there, and like, Putin was all cool with him and shit. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Well, I told you my theory.
Well, then
on
again,
that.
dude, what do you know what to believe? Just because you've seen it? Who fucking knows?
We had just sent billions of dollars over to Ukraine, and what do mercenaries do? They kill shit for money. They're mercenaries. They're for hire. And my personal conspiracy theory was that Zelensky said, "Hey, we'll give you guys, a couple $1 billion to just go take over the Russian capital, go take over Moscow." And almost like it was staged, but little did he know that Putin
They're
and
just
him
taking their fucking money, right?
Well, yeah, Putin and him are old buddies, and they're like, we'll make it look good and just take all this cash. Who fucking knows?
Oh, dude, I wouldn't.
It's so far beyond us. We're
Dave says aliens
peasants.
started it with space lasers. Fucking aliens. Bastards.
It wasn't the aliens, though.
Hey, guys, 6 viewers and whoever else is watching live right now, I need your guys' input. On his camera, we always usually keep that light on behind him, but I can't never get a camera that just doesn't mess with the, how it's like blinking and stuff.
Looks like I glow. I like it.
If that bothers you, let me know. Should I turn the light off or should I just keep it on and say fuck it?
If you're triggered, let us know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I love neon. Trust me. Don't get me wrong. I love neon more than any man.
I can tell. Look at your background. Holy crap, neon gent.
Fucking, it's like cyber,
Yeah.
cyberpunk.
Electrical.
Very electrical. Tomasa said it's good. I'll take her word for it.
That's good enough for me.
Ben says him drinking water bothers me. Oh, shit. Fuck. You know what?
It bothers you more than my Aloha snack bar shirt that I wore?
Dude, I have these glasses cleaned every time before we go on and do some shit. And these little crystal glasses that I bought. And this is the first time that he didn't bring drinks.
I'm gonna make you all feel better, and I'm gonna.
Oh, look, he's gonna pour the water in the glass.
Pour me I'm gonna put ice in it, so you guys just think it's straight vodka.
Yeah, you got to do it like Ricky from the not Ricky, but Julian from the Trailer Park Boys. You know what I mean? Kyle said it's good. Fuck yeah, I like it. Hell yeah, Jeff Smith. Appreciate that like. Austin Tricker, appreciate that like.
Straight vodka now.
Nice. Don't tell me that. I black off.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, give him the face.
As long as you don't black out at the truck stop, you're good.
I know, right? Now, before we go any further, we do got to say thank you to all of our sweet and loving, caring Wheelhouse supporters.
Oh fuck! I get to be Vanna.
Yeah, you don't got to go up there if you don't want to. Sure, yeah. Go ahead. Show them what's going on. Yeah, get up there.
Far away for me to read.
Get up there.
All right. Of course, we got Rowdy.
Rowdy.
Simpkins Electrical Service.
Billy Simpkins got on there. Yep.
Old Biloxi Beard Company.
Old Biloxi Beard Company.
Professional Tree Care.
All we're looking at is the back of your neck right now. It doesn't really help anything. You're not really making a good Vanna. Oh shit. Professional Tree Care.
I'm trying to be Dave, man.
Right.
We got Mike Miracle.
Mike.
We got Tomasa.
Tomasa, ¿qué pasa?
Daniel Ruiz.
Daniel Ruiz.
Down here we got Skeeter Dave.
Yup. Skeeter Dave. Gina Shu. Austin Tricker and Sabrina Stack.
Did we miss anybody?
Well, my dear old mom, she's on the side, but
Your dear old mama.
okay. I was gonna say she doesn't want to be viewed, so we don't put her on the front. We just put her on the side. Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you, all of our supporters. Without you, this show would not be possible. We appreciate it.
I got to do one more. The boys at D&T Earthworks, they took good care of me.
Okay,
Excuse me.
D&T. There you go.
Hiccup off of water. Wow.
Boom. See, probably is real vodka. Look at
Strong
over there.
stuff, man.
Another guy, that I think we should mention real quick. Actually, we'll wait. We'll do him. We'll do him before.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's an advertiser, ain't he?
Yeah, he's an advertiser. I mean, he's a good guy. We're gonna give him something before. But let's go back to the screen room. The next thing we got on here to talk about is how. Okay, before we get into this, fucking Congress people are old.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
these sons of bitches are old as shit.
Past
And
their prime.
We've talked about. I remember being a kid, hearing people talking about term limits, and like nobody's ever did shit about it. Why do you think that is?
I've really had a problem with the lack of term limits as far as the other wings of our government. I mean, it really doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. But it would, I guess if I was in their position, it'd be pretty hard to vote not to have a job in a couple of years.
Right.
But that's one of the problems. We've got to remind them of who is truly in power. We need to really push for these term limits. And there are some, it's going to suck because there are some good people that have been in there a long time.
Right.
I can't think of any of them right now, but I'm sure they're there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really follow Congress too much. I mean, I like, your Ted Cruz's and your Matt Gaetz's
Yeah.
and
I'm a big
Jordan.
fan
I
of
like
Ted
what's that one
Cruz.
guy? Jordan not Jordan Peterson, but Scott Jordan or something Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's a real ball buster, man. That dude don't fucking play. I like that guy.
No, it's nice when guys get in there and do their job, but they're all fucking backstabbers, and it's hard to work with the other side of the aisle, because it's hard to gain any support on either side back and forth. It's just ridiculous.
Right. Well, speaking of that, let's go check out this thing that made me laugh. I just thought it was super funny, and I had to share it. This is Congress suited on Diminishing, including Nancy Pelosi right there, bro. I'm telling you. Hold on, we gotta hit it one more time because that bitch went by so fast.
Forgot to sip the vodka.
Oh, that's a nice little granny.
Oh my god, dude, they're fucking geriatric. It's sad.
It's almost like they sold their soul to fucking have that position for that long and be able to as long as you vote for what we want, we'll let you sit in your seat. You know what I mean?
My biggest question is who the fuck is electing these people?
Right, Jim Jordan, Kyle, that was right.
God,
Yeah.
I just don't.
Get
it.
Now you guys, if you guys have watched me for a while,
Thank you, Kyle.
Salty Crackers, I go to him and I watch all his live streams. Mm-hmm. And like he says, I kind of agree with him. He says nobody is voting for Nancy Pelosi. Nobody is voting for you know what I mean? Like all these Democrat people that are just been in power forever. Nobody's voting because they're they've been just I don't know.
It's hard to disprove your own beliefs.
If you got enough money and you can, if people can pay you to vote how they want you to vote, why would they get rid of you? You know?
It sucks because you want to believe that our forefathers created a system that, for the most part, was infallible, and it's not. And we've just allowed it, and we've allowed it for so fucking long that it's a fantasy right now that we actually have power when we go and vote, and the election fraud that's. It's been proven. Has anybody seen 10,000 Mules? Oh my!
I gotta watch that still. Damn it! You just reminded me.
If you have even a slight question, this is an independent party that went and just really did their research and their due diligence, and they put so much fact and they prove it to you right in front of your face.
Right.
And people still turn a blind eye to it and just don't believe that it could possibly happen. They fucking showed you it happened. Mm-hmm. Right in your face, gave you the evidence, and a lot of the evidence was pulled from private cameras that looked over ballot boxes as well as the government cameras, and it's mind-boggling. It's even hard to get the words out to make sense because it's
that's what kills me is they literally have I hate the word literally. I gotta stop using it. But they have like
Literally.
they have hours and hours and hours and hours of footage of people like just dropping in massive like
stuff in those
amounts
boxes, man.
of where did you get
And
those?
they
Are
track-
those legit? Let's look at those.
One of the nice things, well, it's one of the things I hate about a cell phone, but they track you. And they actually sell that information to companies. Well, the people that put together 10,000 Mules actually fucking purchased that data, and they were able to track certain individuals. And at first they were like, if they come to the ballot box more than 4 times, we'll track them. Right. And they were like, holy fuck, they couldn't believe how many people had been to the ballot box more than 4 times. So they said, let's, to get this narrowed down a little bit, let's do it 10 times. And I think they finally settled on 15 times. That phone that they were tracking had to go to the ballot box or a ballot box more than 15 times before they used that to base their information off them. It was unfrickin' real. Right. And then once they had proven, okay, we've got this guy 15
Brandon
times
with
the ballot box. They went and requested FOIA request the camera footage of that ballot box at this time, and they were able to show what the individuals look like. And I think one person got arrested. A lady, I believe it was in New Mexico, was the only one that I heard of being charged.
And it's people are starting to lose their luster about like, well, dude, if we know what's going on. But the thing is, like what you call normies are just now starting to wake up, and they're starting to be like, oh, wait a minute, you mean everything's a lie, and like the life I live is just a shell of what the existence that really happens? And
then it falls onto the judicial branch to, the prosecutors to go and do their due diligence, their fucking jobs. Do your fucking job. Yep. And they're not going to do it because they're not going to put their bosses out of business. Well, hell, we're winning. We're sweeping this shit off the side. We got more things or important things to worry about.
Side note, Brandon Pickens down here in the comment section. You see him. I love him. He's my dog. He sends me shit all the time, but like this was one of the last ones he sent me, and I'm not showing him the one you just sent me, but this is he says, when your homie invites you over for mini tacos. This type of shit, bro. This is the type of people that watch this show. But no, he sent me, the next one was a news conference COVID lab found in Central California. It's a Chinese COVID lab in California.
Yeah, I heard about that one today.
News, yeah.
And they're, well, you heard that TSA. Well, I think Joe Biden ordered it, but the TSA has now mandated masks again for employees. And in the very near future, like maybe the next couple of weeks or
I
month,
heard that. Shit's supposed to be
you're going to be wearing masks again. We're going to play this whole fucking game again.
Hold on. Not weird. They are.
Well, they are. But if you got to fly to do your job in Dallas, you're going to tell your boss, fuck that, I'm driving.
Right.
Probably going to lose your job. That's
why I own my own business and I don't fly.
Amen, brother.
You know what I mean?
It freaking sucks. Here we go again. We know it. Yes, people died from it. I'm not saying people didn't die from it. People die from the common fucking cold. People die from blood clots from stubbing their toe. I mean, people die from everything. Yeah. So I'm not trying to belittle anybody that did lose somebody for COVID. But overall, it was, you don't mask the healthy. How the fuck do you get healthy? You expose yourself to germ and you build up immunities to it. We talked about that till we're blue in the face and what they're doing to the kids and indoctrination and making them wear masks in school like they're fucking prisoners. Fuck that. It ain't going to happen again.
See, and it really pisses me off, like, that if you hold your kid back from school for so long, they can literally put you in jail for it. So there's that word again.
Thank God we've got some people that are hardcore homeschoolers, but other people have abused the shit out of that.
Have you ever tried to homeschool?
I couldn't handle my kids that long. I'd probably pay somebody to homeschool my kid.
I'm telling you right now. Tony Darrow, appreciate that like. I'm telling you right now, we actually had no choice. Like, we did it. Well, I shouldn't say we. I should say she. Mel did it. You know what I mean? With our son. And, like, I could see the frustration in her face when she, like, was like, you need to pay attention. I'm so done teaching you. Sit there and read the book. And she got up and she, like, took off her, like, like, you know what I mean? Her glasses and shit. She was just like, I'm done. I can't even do this.
You start to understand some of the stress that, actual teachers go through.
I couldn't do it. I mean, she did a kick-ass job compared to, dude, I would have gave up. I'd have been like, fuck this. I don't even understand
It's
this
tough.
shit.
Like I say, a lot of people abuse that system and have really raised some dumb people doing it.
Right.
It's freaking sad. But it is nice that you have that option if you don't want your kid to be that indoctrinated.
Well, right now, right. It's nice that we can actually legally do that now until they say, well, if you want to do this, you're going to have one of these black boxes so we can, see what you're doing or whatever.
You know, I wasn't horribly against that during the COVID when they were...
Against the black boxes?
Well, no, the teaching the kids on the computers, the laptops. At least they're getting.
Oh, you mean like the Zooms?
Yeah, they're getting the
classrooms.
curriculum. They're getting the lesson. At least they're doing something. I wasn't 100% opposed to that, and the fact that as a parent you could monitor that.
Right.
You can
and actually
see
what
they're
learn.
forcing down.
Well, see, I think they were probably being more careful too, though, because they knew that, and
because they knew a guy like me was going to walk over there and go, click, this fucking lesson's over.
Like, bye. Right. Yeah. Well, there was a couple people that I think chimed in that was like, I was watching over, and some of the places told them they couldn't watch when they were teaching.
Horse shit. Tell me what I can do in my fucking house. Man, you're in the wrong fucking country, bud.
Allegedly. Okay. Tomasa said it's stressful. I tried when we had to and had a hard time between two kids in different grades. Oh, yeah. I fucking couldn't imagine it.
Yeah, I totally get it. But, we've overlooked the core principles of what we used to teach: reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Right.
That's what you needed to survive. That's why the Amish only go to school until the 6th or 7th grade.
Because they learn what they got to learn.
Reading,
they get the hell
writing,
out of there
and
to go to work.
arithmetic.
They need that work done.
Yeah,
I
can multiply, divide, plus, minus, fractions, blah, 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 blah.
I mean,
it was enough to get by. You didn't need to know algebra and trig and...
No, and I was a fucking little asshole as a student. I got to be honest. I was a little asshole. But you know what? I did learn enough to where, I believe in my own head that I'm like articulate enough that I can speak to a real human being, a real adult, a business owner.
You can sign your name. You can write cursive.
Right.
Them taking that away, they took... that's part of your personal identity is your signature. Yeah. When you get a car loan, you sign your name. You don't box letter it or draw an anarchy sign with a lightning bolt through it.
Let me draw my logo. I got a logo I can draw for you.
It's just it's a world of fucking insanity. Two guys sitting here in your garage ain't gonna have all the answers, but damn it, we try.
I don't like that everybody calls this thing a garage. I spent a lot of good fucking money.
The wheelhouse.
Rowdy.
House.
To make this into the wheelhouse. You know what, though? I would like to take this back wall out, or this back garage door out, and just make it like a sliding glass door.
That would be cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Big ass window, because I like that view.
Window. Yeah. No, the view is beautiful.
And if the bugs and skeeters weren't bad, like a nice fall day, have that freaking window open.
Right. Ben says, I got an A in grams and ounces. Fuck yeah, some of us do, man.
How'd you get so good at fractions?
How'd you like fractions?
I don't want to talk about that.
No, let's not get into that. All right, for all of our beautiful viewers, back to the screen room. Let's see what I've got next here. I got tons of goodies for you guys today. The next one is we're talking about the Trump indictment.
Oh, boy.
Now, like I said, guys, this is more of a political show than all the other stuff I do, but I don't like politics. I hate getting into it. But you know what? I just hate it because now of how bad it's gotten. And I'm like, dude, I just want to get out of it, but fuck, I'm just already in it now.
It's fucking relentless political attack, and that's how scared they are of him.
Yeah.
They are scared shitless. They're going to do anything they can to stop that guy from running. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, I don't see any other candidate that I would vote for other than Trump. I really don't.
And they already did this shit around the country. People already
This guy's got a fucking 67% approval rating.
Yeah. I don't see anybody else running against him.
What does our sitting president have? Oh my God.
Why do you think they want to fucking put him in jail, bro? They're like, find anything you can.
Anything you can stick on this guy, do it.
Bro, and listen to me. Like, okay, you guys are lucky because you don't have to go and like look through internet and look at all these different articles that they put out, like on YouTube, like CNN, CNBC, MSNBC. Like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I wanted to bang my head against the window.
Yeah, they
earlier.
just
I was watching this shit.
feed you so much repetitive spoon-fed
Like
bullshit.
If I wasn't like knowing what I know, I would believe them. He'd be like, "Oh, okay,
Trump bad.
That's good, Trump bad. I get it."
Oh my god!
Man, I swear though,
I'm gonna go drink a glass full of chlorinated fucking water.
That's what it makes you feel. Like I literally wanted to just go outside to the nearest well in front of that burning building and just take a big gulp.
Yeah.
Okay, enough with the fucking antics.
Oh, well, I got one more thing about that indictment. This fucking jail. Correct me if wrong. I hate spreading rumors. I did read the article. I did not send the article, Rick, so I could show everybody. But somebody had just died in the last year in a holding cell in that jail from
the same jail that he's supposed to go to on Friday.
Bed bugs.
Oh fuck!
How the fuck do you die from bed bugs? This guy was literally
we got fucking toxic bed bugs.
Eaten alive. He was left in this cell.
Bro, how can you be eaten alive if you're alive?
They
you just sleep and they burrow into your heart or something?
No, they bleed you. I guess this guy had open infected sores, all kinds of nasty shit. But he
How
actually
long was
died,
he fucking just left in there?
Quite a while, I guess.
You gotta be.
Quite a while. And it could be a rumor if it's wrong, whatever, but it is one of the nastiest fucking jails on the planet.
If he's got a family, they should sue the shit
And the
out
fact
of
that you're having a sitting president, he was the president of the United States. He has the protection for the rest of his life from the Secret Service. And I was having some debates with a buddy and a couple guys online. How is the Secret Service going to handle this? Because Trump don't leave their sight.
No.
So who's going in the cell with him or standing outside the cell so he doesn't suicide himself, allegedly?
Oh, he better fucking, dude. They better, dude. I'm telling you right now.
Shit.
It's gonna get to the point where, and they want to like this is what kills me is the shit I was watching earlier. They literally made it seem like people that believe like what we believe are a very small fraction of American civilization.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can just like, they don't want to deal with us. Like, their guy's gone, their thing's gonna drop, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay. If y'all wanted, if there's gonna be a civil war, they would have fucking already happened. But I think that there can be.
I don't anymore. I think
everything's failing, but like,
people don't have the intestinal fortitude. You can't stand up for yourself at work.
Right.
Because you're in fear of losing your job. You sure as fuck aren't going to stand up for yourself in public for fear of losing your freedom.
Right.
And they proved that with January 6th. They didn't go in there and fucking rip the place apart and burn and terrorize it like they did over in Portland, Oregon when they took over a frickin' city.
Right. Well, not even Portland, but all across America.
Armed guards in this little section of Portland. Armed guards. Yeah. You had to go through a fucking checkpoint to get in it. Did we send the National Guard in? Did the local PD go in there and stop this shit? Fuck no. But you got a bunch of unarmed people that, in their own eyes, and it was not insinuated by Trump, but they went in there to celebrate their freedom and to remind the federal government of who is truly in power.
Right.
And they didn't go in there and desecrate or destroy. So what the fuck, man? No, I don't believe it. It'll never happen. People are too pussified, spineless.
Well, let's check this out real quick and see how this goes. I don't know which one I got now because there was a bunch of them, so let's see which one this is.
Here's why Trump's fourth indictment is different. Unlike his other three indictments, the case in Georgia relies on RICO laws, which stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. It requires prosecutors to show a pattern of criminal activity rather than an isolated crime. In Trump's case, prosecutors are claiming he and 18 of his allies were part of a criminal enterprise to overturn the results of the 2020 election. The indictment covers a call Trump made in 2021 to Georgia's Secretary of State, in which he asked him to find enough votes for him to win the election. It also details efforts by Trump's campaign to recruit new presidential electors to try and switch Georgia's results from Biden to Trump. Because this indictment is based on RICO, the stakes are higher, since it carries a minimum sentence of 5 years and can go up to 20 years in prison. And because it's at the state level, there's a chance we could have a criminal trial of a sitting president if Trump wins the election in 2024.
If Trump wins the election in 2024. Let me tell dude, I'm just going to predict something right now. It doesn't matter if every single person in the United States votes Trump. I don't think he's going to fucking win. I think they're going to try to fucking... They're going to pull out everything they can. If they got away with it last time, why not do it this time?
If they do it this time...
they got shit in the plan to catch him, you think?
The transparency is gone. The eyes of the world are going to be on this election.
Bro,
more
what I
than
don't...
any other election
I'll never
ever.
fucking get, dude, when they were sitting in... it was our own mayor, D.E.Ws.
Doobies.
At the time... was in, I think it was Lansing or Detroit, and you can see him putting up fucking cardboard box, like...
that was at the ballot counting facility in Detroit.
Yeah, I seen him putting up shit on the window so people couldn't watch. And, dude, as soon as you do that, I'm like, why would you do that?
That was a violation of everybody's rights right there.
Why would you... Yeah, exactly. If you're doing shit to hide shit, you're hiding shit.
So, if I'm not mistaken, one of those indictments that they're passing on him was the fact that he asked his VP to overturn or halt the vote, which
he said literally his words were, I need you to find me 10,000 or can you find me 10,712 ballots or whatever.
Well, which honestly, yes, he could have done that very easily with a very small investigation. As soon as you
that's what he meant. And by investigating, can you find me these?
The smallest
just go in and
bit
check
of
it out.
fraud, which they did. That fraud's been proven. All of the evidence is there. And Trump was absolutely within his right to say that to his VP, and his VP, it's since then been proven, absolutely had the power to do so.
Right.
But he
chose not to.
He chose not to. He
got paid off, dude.
Two-faced little snark.
This motherfucker will pump gas in his truck and not even fucking hit the button.
Yep. Whether he was in fear for his life or his family, and you know what? Not being in his shoes, but just off of morals, I would have took any consequence whatsoever necessary or from my decision. I would have accepted any consequence.
Appreciate that, Mike Newman.
To do the right thing. He had the opportunity to do the right thing. He did not, and look at the shit show we're in now.
Yeah. And it's only going to get worse.
Oh.
Like people don't understand. It's funny because I see people now because it's starting to go so crazy. This Hawaiian shit woke a lot of people up. I mean, from kind of like, wait, what? What's going on? Are you sure?
I think you hopefully got one of the videos.
I got plenty of shit.
Do you have the one of the guy that was at the little town hall meeting there with the mayor?
Oh, where they were talking about...
And he was freaking crying because
I don't have that one.
They were literally, they're giving them $700. That doesn't buy one night hotel room stay and dinner in Hawaii at all.
No, fuck no.
And on top of that, they were talking, when he went to the meeting, he was under the assumption they were going to talk about the plans for rebuilding and getting back into their home.
Oh, so this is afterward, right?
Yeah. And this guy's breaking down in frickin' tears. And they literally, all they talked about was building these new houses, not where their homes are, out away. And this guy was like broke down, like, what the fuck you mean build me a new house out here? This is my home.
Right.
I want my home rebuilt here. And there's so many questions between, the lasers.
They're zoning the fuck out of that.
The technology exists. It's proven. I'm sure we've got videos to show that tonight.
I got a couple things, about the lasers. I think I might have went a little overboard on the lasers.
But conspiracy aside, it's a legitimate thing. It's something that we need to look at.
I wanted to let people know that it's a thing.
Do you think our government wouldn't do that? Fuck no, I know they would.
What the fuck? Yeah, I'm not putting nothing past these motherfuckers.
No,
hey,
not at all.
Don't laser me, guys. I'm just trying to fucking...
Don't laser me, bro.
You know what I mean? Don't laser me, bro. Come on, man.
But these what the fuck you call it, the land grabbers that are out there. Oprah's a fucking land grabber. She's got over 1,000
I heard she
acres.
already offered people money.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up. Like your shit just burnt down. This bitch is offering to buy your property,
bro. Not even a month later.
Get the fuck out of here. We live in a fucking insane, nutty world. God.
I can't believe we live right now. I'm going to tell you right now, we live in the most interesting time in history.
It is.
Especially American history, but the world history, period.
Yeah, we're sitting here and watching our country die, and we're not doing a fucking thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what kills me.
It's sad when God damn.
It's almost like, what can you do, though? Because they have so many fucking things in place for if we do rise up.
That's an honest question.
What are you going to do?
In a very difficult answer.
All they gotta do is,
can you do? The biggest thing is making your voice heard. Look how fucking pissed they got off over in Europe raising the retirement age, and they just went batshit crazy when they started fucking with the farmers and when they started fucking with the truckers in Canada. They just went batshit crazy.
Yeah, but all that did was hold it off for a couple months.
It did, but at least they let them. They kind of put them in check a little bit. It was nice to see the people go out and say, "Hey, like we'll burn this fucker down." It was nice to see that backbone, that spine. And here we are, the fucking European. We're Americans. We're supposed to have the biggest spinal cord
back-to-back
on the
World War
planet.
II champs, 1918,
Right,
1945, motherfuckers.
You know,
what the hell is going on? Why are we not standing up?
It's sad. It's like we've had so many years of indoctrination saying national pride is a bad thing, you know.
But you know what's funny, though? Like, I look at all these other countries, and all these other countries are doing fine. Like, nobody's worried about nothing. Everybody's just going along with it.
I like
Nobody's
listening
wearing
to the countries in Africa when the United States was trying to send them their LGBTQ MNOP money down there and about rights and this and that. And they're like,
nah.
No fucking thanks, bro. You can keep all that shit up here. You know, China's giving us money.
Well, they'll do something. They'll do
teaching
something
us
to
how
take
to
that shit
defend
away.
ourselves. And, you know, all these other countries are giving them money for infrastructure and defense. And
Right.
they're like, nah, you can keep your fucking crazy money, bro.
Do you know Terrence Williams?
Sounds familiar.
You'll know him. Watch this. Check this out.
I'm giving y'all a fair warning right now.
Oh, I like this guy.
If you
Yeah,
are
I like this guy.
sensitive, you ain't gonna like this video. Because I'm sick of holding back.
Him and Trump are boys.
A lot of people are not gonna like this, but I'm sick of holding back. I'm sick of not saying what I really want to say.
Yep.
I'm sick and
Say
tired
it, Terrence.
of keeping
Preach,
it
brother.
clean. I can no longer keep it clean on here at all. I can no longer hold back the things
I've
that I
never heard him
really
swear
want to
before
say.
either.
I can no longer say these things behind closed doors. I'm no longer keeping it clean. So, excuse my language, okay? But what's going on with President Trump is a bunch of bullshit. And I got one thing to say. Fuck these Democrats. Fuck them all.
Preach,
Yeah,
brother.
I said it.
Fuck them
Fuck
all.
every single last one of them. Because this shit that they are doing is absolutely insane. It is disgraceful.
Sitting
Our
president, we're
founding
treating him like a
fathers
piece of
are
shit.
rolling over in their
Right.
graves right now.
Yeah, that goes on for a while, if you can imagine
Oh,
Terrence,
man.
and if you know
I
anything about
really
him.
love that guy.
Dude, I like him too.
There's so many
Real
articulate
down-to-earth guy, man. Like,
TikTokers and YouTubes, and look at how they're getting shunned and blacklisted left and right and censored. What's the fucking First Amendment?
right, freedom of speech.
Yeah, we're persecuted for our thoughts.
Bro, that's another thing.
It's
is
fucking
is
Orwellian.
if you go on to YouTube, obviously, and you type into there anything about like, like pro-Trump shit, you ain't gonna find shit. You're gonna find about how Trump's getting put in jail, how
Oh,
Trump's
yeah.
getting indicted.
That's
That's
all
why I
you're
had to
gonna
watch all that shit. But it's like, dude, and I'm not like necessarily a pro-Trump guy. I just like where the fuck shit was at. You know what I mean? Like, when he
four
got in.
of the best years of my life. Like, I was actually starting to feel comfortable.
All the rappers used to talk about Trump this, Trump that. I was like, okay,
Oh,
this
yeah.
motherfucker
Hey,
gangster, I guess.
if these
Let's
fuckers
fuck.
like him, he must be a good guy.
Hey, I used to bump that shit. You know
Because
what I
they're
mean?
the first to shit on somebody.
DMX is like, hey, yo, dog. You know what I mean?
I just,
That
I
was my
can't
only
believe
best
that
DMX.
we're traveling down this freaking bottomless hole of horse shit. To treat a man that ran our country successfully for 4 years, that, my
He
God.
didn't even get 4 years. Motherfucker ran 3.5, maybe, and then, I mean,
the
you know,
balls that
people
this
had to fuck with him.
this guy had when he stepped over the DMZ line and shook Kim Jong-il's hand, I about fucking passed out. I said,
Bro.
oh my God.
Look at all the shit that he did over the
Dude,
Middle East and everything, all with
The Secret
Sikhs and
Service
shit. Yeah.
has to be tired of carrying that wheelbarrow around to carry his gigantic
Big
testicles.
old fucking nuts. Oh, and the way that he puts his fucking hands on people, like prime ministers, like get the fuck out of my
Yes.
way.
No, he's,
You know what I mean?
no, sorry, buddy. Big dick's right here. Sorry, you didn't see my name tag.
Yeah.
He's
There's
just
no
a
other president
baller,
in
dude.
history that's been that motherfucker.
Oh my
crazy,
God.
bro.
Yeah. Just a baller. And the things that he accomplished that presidents couldn't accomplish, man. Russia having a mutual respect for a sitting United States president and having open lines of communications with some of the most fucked up governments in the world that have been nothing but trouble. And look, the day that Trump was out of office, little Kimmy went fucking nuts again. Oh, I bomb, I nuke you.
I don't nuke.
He went right back to barking dog syndrome.
Sorry, we gave you guys a warning at the beginning of the show, and if you think this is bad, stick around to the end. Woo!
Hey, man,
You know
I drink a lot of water. I'm going to do some random pee breaks.
All right.
I'll be back in
Go do your random pee break.
2.4 minutes.
While we do that, I'm going to throw you guys on this so you can check it out.
We'll
play
this
it back for him
time-lapse
in a
video
minute.
showing the flash flood waters at a
We're
creek
talking
in San
about the
Bernardino
fucking
County.
Hillary
is
hurricane.
expected to bring catastrophic flooding to large areas of the Southwest. And as CBS 2's Michael Spencer tells
See,
us,
that's what
some
happens when you
California
don't drink his
communities
whiskey.
are now under
Drinks that damn
evacuation
water,
orders.
goes right through 'em.
There seems to be no good place for the water to
Hey, I
go
feel
in the
it,
Southern
though.
California desert. Torrential rain, swamping roads, and trapping cars.
We've had storms before, but never anything quite this windy and rainy at the same time.
Palm Springs is under a state
Windy
of
and rainy at
emergency,
the same
with Hillary
time.
dropping half of the city's annual rainfall in just 6 hours. In the higher elevations of San
This is
Bernardino
Northern
County,
California, I
rain
believe.
sent trees and mud rushing down canyons. Residents in several mountain and foothill communities are under evacuation orders. Juan Pfeiffer and his mother left their home as floodwaters crept higher.
It sucks to see it go, but lives can't be replaced. Material objects can.
Near the coast, swollen rivers in Los Angeles are
Lot of
running
water.
full and fast. In Santa Clarita, the side of a road collapsed. And near San Diego, giant boulders crashed onto an interstate. Adding insult to injury, a 5.1 magnitude earthquake hit Southern California Sunday afternoon. Hillary is expected to keep pounding Southern California
That's a lot
throughout
of water,
the day,
really. I mean, there was a
prompting
little
Los Angeles
earthquake,
and
but
San
It's
Diego
fucking
school
water.
districts
Like,
to
it
cancel
don't rain in
classes.
California.
You should have heard the one
Stay-
dude. He was like,
stay in-
"We've had storms like this before, but nothing with this much wind and this much water." I'm like, "Well, you live right by the fucking coast, bud.
That's
like, there's
California,
an ocean right there.
brother. I promise
Yeah.
you have.
You probably were just sitting inside
What
playing fucking Dungeons and Dragons."
did
I
a
don't know.
22-year-old give that statement? In all my years,
Yeah.
22 years
Yeah,
here,
you're probably right.
I've never seen so much water in my life and
Probably
wind.
was
and
that old.
There's even lightning.
There was even some lightning in there. All right, now we're gonna move right on to this stay inside bit.
Did they have the weather guys out there on their knees in a mud puddle? Like, it's
No.
the water's so deep and the wind's blowing, they got a fan over.
They were
beside
just
them.
showing like the water fucking retaining system, how it would like move down.
You remember how the Weather
There's a
Channel
couple
used to
logs.
just hype the shit up?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, we're
Dude
down
got
here.
caught being in his shit because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a person walking with a
Yeah,
grocery cart
the
behind
guy
him.
just
or something.
walks right behind him, looking at him like,
Like,
"What the fuck are you doing on your knees in a mud puddle?"
Right.
They just hype that shit up.
Oh yeah,
Crack me up, dude.
dude. Anything makes better news.
Those are the
if you
best
be down in
outtakes
there.
too, when they actually catch him. And
Right.
you see the guy just randomly walk, looking at him like, "What are you doing, you dumb shit?"
Oh shit! All right, we're gonna do this stay inside one, and then we're gonna take a break real quick. Or maybe we'll do two more. I don't know. So this is something that I think you sent me. Come on.
Something big is happening right now. This is big breaking news. We have.
Now what I don't
over
understand
1
is where the
million
fuck is he
people
at anyway?
Right now,
so
that are
he
under
is in Hawaii.
emergency travel restrictions. Emergency travel restrictions, and this is due to poison being released into the air. This is what the federal government is warning right now, and they are putting out emergency warnings to say,
Like,
stay
fuck,
inside.
check it out, smoke a
do not
cigarette.
Oh, no, no,
travel.
no, this ain't that
do
bad.
not get fuel. Don't go
gonna
to the
say,
gas
this doesn't
station.
look
Don't
like-
go.
I didn't
Don't
get
go
the
outside and
premise
mow
of the
your grass.
background on
This
this
is
guy.
the stuff that the federal government and state agencies cooperating with them. These are the warnings that they're putting out right now for over 1 million people, and it's due to this poisonous material, these poisonous chemicals being released into the air right now.
So you
And
know
you
what he's saying though. I mean, I sat there and watched that. That thing goes on for an hour, I think.
Yeah, he talked for quite a while.
But like, man, and partially I'm just like, I've heard people talk like this all the time, but it's like, I don't know what he's pointing at. It kind of reminds me of the shit we have to deal with outside with all this so-called smoke. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I was like, partially, I was like, I got to put that on the show, but what the fuck was it? You know what I mean? Like, somebody should go outside and like test and see what's really in this shit.
Oh yeah, the smoke. You know, maybe he was talking about smoke, and I apologize for that. I'm not going to send you shit that I don't have a little bit more background on because I honestly didn't know.
Bro, he literally started sending me shit, and I was like, bro, half of this shit's an hour long. I can't fucking use everything. What do you want? What are you doing?
Dude, I was hitting you hard.
Look, I'm just going to give you everything. Use what you can.
Yeah, the last 2 days I was hitting you hard. I even apologized in text last night. All right,
You're like a fucking
done.
You're like a mortar guy when you're just shitting mortar. We're like, stop fucking shelling.
Stop chucking grenades.
You're hitting friendlies.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was nice.
Was that Ben Insider that said something about me not drinking earlier? I'm going to have one beer.
No, he said he had a problem with you drinking water because you're usually drinking liquor.
So I'm going to drink some beer now. That's like half better.
Beer's good.
Just
That's
one
what
beer.
I drink. Fuck it.
One beer and another 8 glasses of water. I feel good, though.
Water's good, man. I tell you what, I don't drink enough water, and like in my position, I can feel it because my back fucking hurts all the time. Like I wake up in the morning, my back hurts.
You'd be amazed what water will cure. You know, working in the hot ass weld shop.
I can tell. Today I didn't drink enough, so it's like I fucking hurt more.
Dude, I sweat balls today. I laugh. Oh, it was so hot. It's like fucking barely made it over 90 degrees. You don't know hot until it's 135. You gotta pull one off in a fucking porta potty in the middle of the fucking desert. That's hot.
Right. Now, you're saying pull one off, right? Not rub one out?
Oh, yeah, one of those two.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. By the way, guys,
try to be
for sure,
inconspicuous.
automotive.
For sure.
If you ever heard about this guy is specializing in Cars First Classic. He can fix pretty much almost anything. 4945 page F, 517-764-9208. Stand for, what's he stand for, Chad? Quality. Michigan Center, Michigan.
He's a good boy.
He is. As well as...
He's old and fucking grouchy, but he's a good boy.
He's all right.
And he still ain't called me back, Stan. I called you the other day. He said you're busy as shit.
Damn it, Stan.
Call me back.
Call him back.
I see where I rate. You know how much advertising we do for you?
Right. Copeland Welding. Now, this guy right here, he does a lot of advertising too, but he needs some help over there doing some good work. Or if you need some good work done to your rims, let him know. Chad Copeland, 955 East South Street, owner 206-0031.
You know, I wasn't going to bring this up, but I'm just going to do it because I'm sober and I won't regret it tomorrow. Okay. But I pissed a customer off this week.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, really bad. But so I'm just going to quick run through the story real quick.
Run through it.
Yeah, last Tuesday, got a wheel dropped off. When I get a wheel in, that means your car is not rolling down the road, and I want to get you back in the road as fast as possible. So usually an hour or hour and a half maximum, I've got the wheel done. Told the guy. Actually, his old lady dropped off. I talked to him on the phone. He said, I'll stop picking up after work tonight, Wednesday. Nope, didn't make it. Thursday, didn't make it. Called me Thursday night. I said, I'll be in the shop for a little while on Friday, usually doing paperwork, cleaning up the place. I'll give you a call when I'm in there. Call them up. Oh, yep, I'm going to send my mom right over. Hour and a half later, call them up. Hey, where's your mom? Oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. We'll be in Monday. Monday comes and goes. Finally, fucking Tuesday, the guy decides to send his girlfriend back in. And I'm a little pissed right now. Not at her, not at all, slightly. And I kind of read her the riot act to convey to him that this is going to mess this process up for other people because I'm going to start going, I'll get it done when I get it done. Because I literally say I'm doing a large job. I stop and I do that wheel. And it's a process to set the machine up, clean the tungsten, it's a big ordeal to just drop what you're doing, set the shit up, get it done, and get them on the road. And I said eventually it's going to mess that up for people. I'm going to stop doing it because this happens a lot. I bust my ass to get it done, and you don't show up for 3 days. Fuck, I could have done it 3 days from now. Could have scheduled it. And I just asked her to convey that to him and said, hey, I hope you have a great day. Sorry you had to convey all that to him, and kind of chuckled, and she got in her car. Well, I get a nasty review. And I hate bad reviews because I pride myself on the reviews. And this guy said that I cussed his girlfriend, and this is in the review. And I'm like, the fuck I did.
Right.
And I said, I'll apologize to her in public if she even slightly thought that I was angry or upset at her in any way, because that's absolutely false. Why would I hate the messenger, you know?
Right.
She was just there to do a job. The courier, pick it up.
Almost makes you think about, like, you should have just been like, okay, here you go. Thanks. Have a good day.
Well, yeah, but no, I'm not one of those people. I want people to understand that, these actions are what's going to ruin a good thing for everybody else.
Right.
It really is.
And in really layman's terms, don't fucking do it again.
Yeah, and I work for money. I don't know if anybody else that listens, do you work for money?
Do you sit on the couch all day and
when
just collect a
when
paycheck?
you get done doing your job and Friday comes, do you like to get paid? Because I like to fucking get paid.
Right.
I got bills to pay, and a lot of them. Trying to hold this down one-man show is fucking challenging sometimes. So anyways, yeah, I got a shitty-ass review. It's only the second one I've ever had. The first bad review I got was a no-name. Click on the name. There's no link. There's no Facebook profile. It just says, would not recommend. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even get a chance to rebuttal it.
I know, that's what fucking kills me, because, like, honestly, I don't give a shit about my fucking reviews. Go ahead and review. Everybody knows me. I fuck with anyway. Like, what are you gonna do? I got job security. You know what I mean?
I do. That's my pride. I take a lot of pride.
But I feel you though. I would take a fucking a little hurt. You know what I mean? To some fucking like, oh, this guy's a dickhead. He did me wrong.
All my buddies are like, it's one. Fuck them. We know you do good work.
I got a fucking challenge for you guys. Do you watch the Rick and Rowdy show? Do me a favor. Go to Copeland Welding on Google. Give this guy a fantastic review. Let's see how many of our loyal Rick and Rowdy guys can do it.
Oh, fuck with my reviews.
Hey, I never said do a bad one.
Oh, no. But
give him a good one.
I'm sure we got a crowd of smart asses here.
Ben Insider,
and I don't delete them.
Fucking,
so.
Ben Insider, I'm looking right at you. Don't you fucking do it, you sly guy. You.
Oh, shit. This might be a fucking mistake after all.
Oh, man, this was fun. I like this. All right, well, we are an hour into it, so let's go ahead and take our be right back moment. I really don't have to pee, but I might anyway. I'm gonna fucking hit this, hopefully not laced with LSG medicated.
No code browns.
No code browns? Yeah, we're good. So stick with us. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I actually have a timer for you guys now, so you can see when we're going to be back.
We'll be back on time,
which
unlike
is great.
Our starting time that we're never on time for.
Right. Also, before we leave here, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell because it helps. That was weird.
Enjoy the video.
I don't know why it was all nuts like that, but yeah, we'll be right back.
The blame for the fires of West Maui is falling upon Hawaiian Electric, who knew as early as 4 years ago that there was a risk of fire due to their own negligence in maintaining power lines. But they did nothing. Hawaiian Electric, who is owned by Vanguard and BlackRock, has been shifting their focus to clean energy. And in order to build back better, the old system must first be destroyed. And so the power was left on to feed the flames. The warning system on Maui is one of the most advanced and maintained warning systems on Earth. Residents are accustomed to monthly tests, but on the day of the fire, no sirens went off. There were no warnings. The director in charge of this warning system was at a FEMA disaster seminar in Oahu as the fires were devastating the people of Maui.
According to documents obtained by H&N Investigates, Ndaya was in Waikiki at the Alohalani Resort attending what was scheduled to be a 3-day FEMA disaster preparedness seminar called the Pacific Partnership Meeting. A receipt from the hotel shows Ndaya checked in last Monday, a day before the fire started. That same receipt lists a departure date of Wednesday, August 9th, the morning after flames reduced Lahaina town to ash. According to Tuesday's agenda, the day wrapped up with a networking reception at the hotel's Longboard Club from 5 to 7 that evening. The same time, people were running for their lives, trying to escape flames that engulf the town.
When asked if he regretted not sounding the alarm, he said no, because he was worried that the people would run into the fire.
Do you regret not sounding the sirens?
I do not. Had we sounded the siren that night, we're afraid that people would have gone Malka. And if that was the case, then they would have gone into the fire.
But instead, they burned to death at home, including an untold number of children who were home alone that morning because of a school cancellation. The water wasn't on, fire hydrants were dry, and the deputy director of Water Resource Management, who was named an Obama Foundation leader, refused to release water for the West Maui fires until it was too late. He says that in order to share water, Hawaiians need to discuss equity.
Really, my motto is always like, let water connect us and not divide us. Like we can share it, but it requires true conversations about equity.
Without any warnings and without any water, the people tried to flee, but they were stopped by the police, who had orders to keep people from escaping.
I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm under orders to keep them here." And I said, "The fire is right around Safeway. It's going to hit Front Street. You know, these people got to get out of here." And he said, "I'm following orders."
No way.
And so I just kept walking. Well, maybe he knows something I don't.
The Maui chief of police was the incident officer at one of the biggest cover-up operations in U.S. history, the 2017 Las Vegas.
No comment?
No comment right now, guys.
No comment?
Yeah.
I'm talking to the chief, sir. Yeah. Why doesn't he want to speak to the people? Only to a camera.
Residents are not allowed to leave unless they get a permission slip from the federal government. But the government recently decided to shut that option down. While the fires burned, a book was published about the entire event. The book blamed climate change and was written by a Dr. Miles Stones. The definition of milestone is an action or event marking a significant change or stage in development. Hawaii is being usurped by the same billionaires pushing for the World Economic Forum's Great Reset. They have been planning on turning Maui into a test bed for their artificial intelligence smart grid. But the people were in their way, so they burned them out. Maui will either be a major milestone for the ruling class or a line in the sand for we the people. The federal government offers a one-time payment of $700 to each family that has lost their home. And the governor of Hawaii tells reporters that the state plans on acquiring the land.
I'm already thinking about ways for the state to acquire that land so that we can put it into workforce housing, to put it back into families, or to make it open spaces in perpetuity as a memorial to people who were lost.
And if it wasn't for the local community, the survivors would be left alone in the ashes of their neighbors.
Bro, listen. We were just watching that, and I didn't realize this when I put that fucking video out. But fucking Rowdy over here realized something, and he pointed out. He said, "Ooh, look." On that last, right when it was 34 seconds left of the shit, it said it was Joe Biden's Facebook post, like legitimate Joe Biden Facebook post that said, "We are laser focused on getting families their $700 for their fucking burnout houses," or whatever the fuck it was for.
And that last part of the clip when it is, even the news people said it amazingly missed all the millionaires' homes.
All the millionaires' homes, right?
Holy fuck.
Dude, laser focus.
Here we go.
I didn't even catch that the last time.
The big conspiracy theory
that
Rick and I were sharing is this laser, the D.E.W., the laser technology.
D.E.W., directed energy weapon.
And we've had it for a long time. This is nothing new. We've been experimenting with this shit since the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, I'm sure.
And refined it to
the
where,
Romans had fucking some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But we've really refined this to where it is an actual weaponized thing now. And there's been, and it's hard to believe the videos on the internet when you see the random guy and you see a beam of light come down and shit starts burning. With the technology we've got to fool each other with the videos, it's hard to believe all those, but it's hard to say that it didn't happen as well.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, with that being said, let's get back in here to the screen room and we'll see what we got to run us off here with this. Okay, so before we get into anything, do you know anything about Lockheed Martin?
Government contractors. Anything that has to do with government's dirty as fuck.
Oh, absolutely. So Lockheed Martin, they actually are the top producer of weapons in in the world right now. Like, they literally sell weapons to America. First off, they're an American company, so they sell it to the American military. But they also sell weapons all across everywhere. They're do all kinds of shit.
Deciphered alien technology.
Oh yeah, I mean they got all kinds of shit, right?
Yep, reverse engineered it.
Right, but I came across this fucking thing. Now listen, the Pentagon's a 5-point star. We're gonna cover this one day, but I didn't have enough, time to grab everything. But like we've talked about the 5-point star. Pentagon's a 5-point star. The Medal of Honor is a fucking a pentagram, pretty much, without the circle. That's something they give you in the military. And then you look at Lockheed Martin, and Lockheed Martin has got like a 5-point star for this shit.
Symbolism is crazy. When you start diving into it, it'll make you nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. Howdy. So check this out. So we're going to play this Lockheed Martin shit. This is We Are Lockheed Martin. And this is I think a recruitment video maybe? Look at this shit.
We are at the service of those who serve.
The brave ones who put their lives on the line for all.
For them, our mission is to always stay ahead.
To outthink,
outdo, and outlast. Not just with might, but with mind. Not just with power, but with purpose. We are pioneers,
innovators, thought leaders, and threat readers.
champions of science,
Technology,
and progress.
We are more than 100,000 strong.
multicultural,
multinational,
and multidimensional. Serving every domain.
In every part of the world, for everyone. We are Lockheed Martin.
We are Lockheed Martin.
We are Lockheed Martin.
And we ensure those we serve always stay
ahead of ready.
Sorry, that was my fault. Man. See, there you go. There's the 5-point star. But no, that's, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. It's, this thing is like, it's a government entity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a company. It's an external company, but it's a government entity.
Yeah.
That's making these weapons and shit. And then it got,
war profiteers.
Right. So then, I don't know. I just downloaded a bunch of shit about D.E.Ws. So this kind of explains what are D.E.Ws. So let's just go into this shit real quick.
Recently, India's Air Chief Marshal highlighted the need to push the development of directed energy weapons and hypersonic weapons and integrate them into its airborne platforms to get the desired range and accuracy. What are directed energy weapons and hypersonic weapons? A directed energy weapons damages or destroys its target using focused energy by means of lasers, microwaves, or particle beams. Some of the directed energy weapons include microwave weapons, lasers weapons, drone defense systems, etc. On the other hand, a hypersonic weapon is one that can hit its target 5 to 10 times the speed of sound.
Yeah, so that kind of gives you the roundabout of what they are.
They tested one on Spooky, the C-130 gunship. And I actually saw some clips of that, 10 years ago.
What, of putting on a ground target?
Putting it on ground targets, air-to-air targets, this laser system that was right on the nose of a C-130 gunship. And
I think you sent me something of that, didn't you?
Maybe I did. There's one plane, I don't think that one's a C-130. That was the more modern piece of equipment that they got. But
C-130s are big planes.
It's a pretty good sized plane, and oh my god, I can't remember what it is. I think it's a 20 millimeter gun, which is a big fucking round. Gatling gun, cannon, just all kinds of crazy shit. Bomb missile capability.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Pretty wild shit though. It's been there for a long time, and if we think the federal government's not going to use it, you're just dumb.
Yep. This break brought to you by Mikey's Moonshine.
Mikey's Moonshine. What's he got in it? Is that apples?
This one's peaches.
Oh, is it peach? Nice.
Yep.
I miss apricot shine.
You want to try it? You want to take a little nip of it?
Yeah, take a little nip.
So give me your honest opinion. What do you think? Mikey would appreciate it. Oh, look at this. I got a fucking camera over here. Nope, that's not the one. There we go. What do you think?
Oh, that's dangerous.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got a nice little, I like the cinnamon bite.
He likes it. He likes that it's dangerous.
I like it.
Yep, it's nice.
It's my middle name.
That's the type of shit you put in your fucking canister and just take around with you.
Rowdy Danger Freeman.
Rowdy Danger Freeman.
But
I like it. I actually like that. It's Rodney Dangerfield-ish.
I miss the. I really miss apricot moonshine. I had a friend that used to bring it up from Tennessee, and allegedly, 50 years ago. No, but anyways, they had.
I need to get that button.
Apricot in it. And oh my God, that was good shit.
Hell yeah.
And the apricot was pretty good after the fact too.
Okay, let's go back to the screenshots. Check out some more videos. Not the screenshots, screen room.
That's the hangover cure, is the fruit in the bottom of it. The next morning you just get up and eat the fruit and you feel better.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking right, brother. You can get just as fucked up on that fruit as you can.
I was going to say, that's like the hair of the dog fruit.
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
Talking about.
Hangover cure.
Fucking hair of the damn dog and that sumbitch. All right. So back to D.E.Ws. Now, this is going to explain the Department of Defense and what they do. Here you go.
The Department of Defense spends about $1 billion annually developing directed energy weapons.
$1 billion
such as
annually.
high energy lasers and high-powered microwaves. These weapons can disrupt or destroy their targets at the speed of light. For example, DoD has developed high-energy lasers that have successfully shot down drones, but speed isn't their only advantage. They're also less expensive per use than traditional weapons like guns and missiles. Despite those potential advantages, DoD has had trouble getting these technologies out of the lab and into service. The Army has developed a detailed transition plan to support moving these weapons into the next stages of development. We recommended that the Navy and the Air Force develop similar plans.
GAO.gov. Okay, so that was a GAO ad, right? About how they make space lasers and all this shit. Not even space lasers, just lasers.
I like it coined like that.
And shit.
Space lasers.
Space lasers.
Is the Space Force in control of that?
I mean, I don't even think they do the Space Force anymore. But then here we go at these, everybody's talking about how the laser started the fucking fire, the directed energy weapons in Hawaii. And then they came out with this ad.
The wildfires that swept through Maui are the deadliest in U.S. history in more than a century. At least 100 people have died and more than 850 are missing.
On social media, people are speculating about what could have caused the fires. One trending theory is that the fire started due to an attack from a directed energy weapon.
Looks like she knows.
3 viral images appearing to show evidence of directed energy weapons have been shared online. But do these images really show that directed energy weapons started the wildfires in Maui?
But she's
Let's
like, are
verify.
those the ones that did it?
Our sources are the U.S. Government Accountability Office, the National Weather Service,
just said that they make
a reverse image search using Revi, the Canton Repository,
oh my God, it's
SpaceX, and Chilevisión Noticias.
Right, they're like, this is our sources.
This is what we did to you. What are you going to do about it?
Right, and dude, it really blew my mind. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go look at the fucking, after this is all done, go back and look at 34 seconds left in our Be Right Back video. And it literally says Joe Biden. I didn't even know. He just picked it out today. I didn't notice that. It says Joe Biden on his Facebook page said, "We are laser focused on getting families their $700.
It's like a slap in the face.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
Slap right in their fucking
How
faces.
has nobody talked about that, though, is what gets me.
Yeah.
Are we the first ones to discover this?
I think we might be the first ones that really noticed it.
Bro, give me my
out.
YouTube plaque, and let's just move on. All right.
It's painful.
Dude, that's ridiculous. And they said it was going to be right in your fucking face. And you were going to laugh at it. And it was going to be like, oh, everything's normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The normies go back to their day-to-day bullshit.
Right.
Can't be bothered with that.
Now, we are just blowing through these fucking videos, but it all has something to do with the same shit. So you sent me this video earlier. This is a laser that some dude made in his fucking garage, I guess. And he's just burning up a cement floor, maybe?
Can a laser cause property damage from a satellite in space? Let's say on a small island in the Pacific.
That still burns your skin?
Yeah, clean surfaces. He was being real smart ass about it.
Starts a fire. Look at all this fire I can create.
Yeah. And look, you can't see the laser. Unless it were cracks off a cloud, moisture. So in the broad daylight on a clear sky, you're not going to see that laser, guys. All you're going to see is the plume.
The world's first airborne directed energy weapon, the airborne laser.
also known as the ABL. Just mounting the ABL requires one of the most sophisticated and elaborate modifications in history. The entire nose section is removed and retrofitted.
I think
the world's largest titanium plate is installed to hold the enormous turret-mounted laser in place. The ABL system is designed to find, track, and destroy an enemy target in the air and on the ground.
On the ground.
It can loiter at 40,000 feet for 5 hours.
50,000
refuel in midair.
That's
and
bigger
destroy a
than
target
C-130.
60 miles away in less than a second.
Well, there you go, folks.
This sat in my hands way too long. Felt like I was smoking a cigarette again. Wait a minute, dummy.
What did you think about those videos there, Rowd?
It's I'm just laughing because it's all right in your face. This is how we did it, and we're gonna come in and do a big land grab and fuck the people of Hawaii. And honestly, I hope Hawaiians grow a big set of testicles and stand up against this shit and expose it for what it is. Bullshit.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of them that were talking at these like councils. Dude, this one lady almost had me in tears, bro. She was like, "You're not gonna come in here and fucking butter us up and give me whatever amount of fucking money. I'll live on my fucking plot of land with a tent. I don't give a shit."
And there's so much we didn't fucking touch on. The fact that some they weren't letting out, some they weren't letting in, stopping down the food.
We're getting to that. Well, that was actually, I think, some of that was in the thing where they said they weren't letting people in, and it was bad, dude.
See, dude, this is why I like to get drunk and do this show, because it physically is giving me a headache.
Just being sober?
Just absorbing all this horse shit. And like you said, the fact that nobody's doing anything about it. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
While we keep letting it go, expecting it to fix itself. And it's not. It's getting fucking worse. It's getting stronger. It's getting more blatant and in your face. And
to be honest, for us to let go of this fucking crazy shit that happens, I think this is a great outlet to do it. Because if I didn't have anybody else to talk to about this shit, then I wouldn't care. I would just let it go and be like, whatever.
I tend to shut down. I told you gotta take it in and not dwell on it. Other than the fact we're dwelling on it for a couple of hours.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is like, see, while we're dwelling on it and we're thinking about it, because literally, like, I have to go through and find all this shit. So imagine how much shit I've looked at.
Yeah, oh yeah,
to find the good shit. But the thing is I would rather go through that and bring it to the people that know nothing about it, so they can be like, oh damn, you know what I mean? Like maybe that is a thing or whatever. And we're not saying anything is fact or anything is what it is. You have your own opinions, you have your own minds. This is just a stupid show that I do in my fucking garage. That I spent a bunch of money on to turn it into a wheelhouse that everybody keeps calling a garage. But you get my point. I digress. But anyway.
Can a laser cause property damage from a satellite in space?
Let's see. So let's look at the fact list about the Hawaiian fires. All right. Now I'm gonna have to fucking blow this up because I can't read a damn thing. I figure I could, but
fuck, I got my readers on and I can't read it.
It says, I'm gonna read it down from top to bottom.
I got it. You got it.
Fire hydrants were dry. Fire marshals were out of town that night. The mayor and the governor were out of town, surprisingly. People who were trying to evacuate were told it was not time to evacuate and to turn around back into the fire.
What the fuck?
That's fucked up. No cops on bullhorns, no firefighters in the streets. Most robust, I think it meant to say most, it says most robust emergency siren system in the world. They made sure because of the typhoons and shit.
Yep.
Did not sound. No warnings whatsoever. Anomalies with reported wind directions don't scientifically add up. Like that shit was fucking forced on, you know what I mean? And the wind came in a certain direction, so only the certain shit was burnt. Right. That's fucking crazy.
Yep.
Let's see where I was.
Tourists evacuated by bus. Locals locked up and told they can't get back in if they leave.
Ooh. Schools canceled. Children were home while parents worked.
Without telling the parents.
Yeah, hundreds of children burned alive, can't be identified. And the parents never knew that they sent the kids home that day.
And they're saying
I would
that,
fucking be pissed, dude.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they're saying that,
say what I would do, but
that number is significantly higher than that.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then there was also the questions of the human trafficking for the ones that they don't find.
It says a perfect circle of fire around Lahaina. How do you get that perfect circle though? Like, I wish there was like at the time of the burning when that shit was happening, there was aerial things.
I like the next one the best.
Molten metal next to intact trees.
Yep.
Right. How did fire get that hot?
To elaborate on this, they were talking about the temperatures of fire, the temperatures of melting steel, and on top of that, the temperature of blacktop. Blacktop will actually burn. And you've seen all those homes at a super high intense fire, a 1-by-1 city block. That fire would have been so freaking intense because they didn't come in and try and put the fires out. They just burned hotter and hotter.
Right.
And it didn't melt the roadway.
Yeah.
I was kind of blown by that fact.
It'll burn a fucking car to death, but it won't burn the road.
Yeah, burn the house, burn the car, melt steel, but it's not catching, I think 800 degrees is the burning point, melting point, flash point of asphalt.
And it says, what's that? Media reporting fractions of real numbers, new insurance policies taken out on Lahaina before the fires. Who owns Lahaina besides the Hawaiians? The oceanfront property, the government. Wild how all this new uninhabitable land only big developers can afford to clean up, open up for the plans turning into Maui into smart island with billionaire funding. How many do you need? It goes on and on and on and on and on.
Wake the fuck up, people.
Yeah, and speaking of not burning in the fire, look at this. A single home on a block brings the ocean westbound. This motherfucker had to be, okay, hold on. This dude had to be like connected, bro.
Oh, connected?
I'm talking like this dude had to have connections on the inside of what's going on, where he lives. That's his summer home. Don't fuck my shit up.
Or this is the redneck that hit it good, that spent a lot of time down at the home labyrinth buying 3-inch trash pumps with hose nozzles on the end of them.
I mean, maybe.
Sucking some ocean water and spraying his shit. Who knows? I'd be interested to.
I mean, he is right by the ocean.
Yeah, but so are all the other houses.
But it says it survived. It's
look at the
resilient red roof. It's a metal roof out in the rubble of the blaze has gone viral. And then it says homeowner Atwater Milken. It's 100% wood house, so it's not like it's fireproof or anything. This 100-year-old home was recently renovated to restore some of its original features. Roofs are the number one factor to contribute flammability of a home because they can act as a large landing pad for embers. Foliage had been removed from the property to prevent ignition, but also to stop termites. Those changes in addition to the something bordered on 3 sides by the ocean. It was not bordered on 3 sides by the ocean.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, what the fuck? Look at this. It had the ocean on one side. That's it.
Feed me some more horse shit.
Right, like, come on, bro. Everything else burnt right by the water, the house right next door, but not that one. How?
So many questions.
Super sketch, bro. Meanwhile, everybody else is dealing with this shit. Sitting in a pool. This is people in their pool.
Trying to live.
I don't know.
Yes, you will.
Lack of oxygen.
Yeah, they got their fucking t-shirt. Their wet t-shirt.
Yeah. Trying to filter out that smoke. Only imagine how hard that was in their lungs. Right. Unbelievable. The fact
Super
they didn't
nuts.
sound the horn to warn them, and that people were turned away. It's not time yet.
Right.
Who the fuck are you to tell me it's time? I can do whatever the fuck I want. Turn around. If I leave, I can't come back. I own this shitbag.
Well, also, let's talk about there was a book. I didn't get it because I was getting so much shit and I was trying to download. I actually worked on this for more hours than we normally work on shows, but there was a book that was released on, it was published on August 10th, which was like, how the fuck did you write a book and publish it and get it out this like same day
right before it happened.
as it's going or before it happened? You know what I mean? Because it happened on the through the 10th to the 13th, I think is what it was.
It's painful.
Dude, it's, I don't know. There's many things that are just not adding up.
Yeah, there's too much.
Yeah.
And just like everything else, just like with the election, we're never going to fucking know. There's a big old club, and you ain't
It's a
part
big
of
old
it.
club, and you ain't in it.
Whoa.
Sorry, I had to take my pills. I take pills every day because I have a spinal cord injury, and I have to. Why do you take pills every day?
I don't take pills.
Oh, shit.
Ever. The only thing that you might catch me taking 1 or 2 times a week is one Aleve. Other than that, I don't use medication.
I remember back in the day, Aleve used to have the dopest fucking commercials.
Yeah.
It used to make me think, like, man, when I get older, I'm just going to take Aleve. I'll feel great. That was Grandpa's fucking thing for everything. You're taking Aleve.
They work pretty good. I literally don't take any pills. I'm absolutely against anything pharmaceutical. Anything that they give you is not to cure or fix anything. It is to cover up the symptoms. That is it.
Yeah, and I'm definitely...
In the symptom of a sore arm or shoulder or back or kneecap, I'll take that slight relief.
Well, what I will say is this. For what I have to go through every day, the pills that I take, I haven't tried anything else. I mean, I've tried smoking weed, obviously. That doesn't work. But, like,
There's a lot of homeopathic shit.
Dude, for literal pain that I'm dealing with, like nerve pain, and not even just nerve pain, but just pain. I mean, I literally have 2 bars in my back. It's got to be painful just to be there.
I got to find this plant. I was telling my wife about it. They call it nature's codeine.
Oh, nice.
And it is...
that gives me bad memories. Man.
The leaf on it is very similar to the leaf at the base of a dandelion. But on the bottom of it, if you lift the leaf up, it's got little hook-likes. And they're not sharp or anything like that. It's just spined. It's barbed.
Right.
And they tell you how to steam that and turn it into a tincture. And just, I guess, amazing results. It was one of the secrets of our forefathers.
And there's so much out there that we don't know about.
They didn't run to the local chemist or drugstore until the late 1800s, and usually that was cocaine and alcohol.
Cocaine.
That would fix everything.
Right. Take a little bit of this fucking white powder.
A little bit of cocaine.
Put it in his tea. He'll feel better tomorrow.
Country dancing.
Yeah, why not?
It's 4:15. Do you have any more?
I don't know what that is.
You never heard that?
No, what is that?
Oh my God, it's cocaine country something. It's the funniest shit.
The only cocaine song I know really is, I mean, there's a lot of rap songs with cocaine, but like she don't
we're done with the show.
She don't like.
We're done with the show. We're watching this video because you're gonna laugh your ass off.
Cocaine that don't.
It is pretty funny. I can't remember the artist's name. He's really cool though. I dig his shit.
I'll check it out. We can check it out.
Yeah,
sure.
he's got a voice too. God, why can't I could Google it, but I'm not doing it. Fuck it.
Doesn't matter. Every time you try to think of something that you want to think out, you can't think about it. Especially when you're on camera. It's something about the camera.
Especially when you're getting old and you just...
Damn it. I'm not old yet.
Get the point.
I'm not giving up. I'm almost 40. Let me live my 30s. I got 3 more years left until I get to the 40th.
I just want to hit the fucking lotto. $1 million. I want to live up my cabin up north.
I know, right? Store a bunch of food for you to live out your life with.
Katie says, well, what are you going to... I said, any fucking thing I want. What are you going to do day to day? Anything I want. Might go take a part-time job just so I don't stab somebody, but...
Right, go work at the grocery store or something.
Yeah, go work at the hardware store for 10 hours a week, just so I got something to do.
That reminds me of the movies that are like the old retired killer for hire. The fucking hitman gets a job at the local bank or some shit. You know what I mean? Be rowdy at the hardware store. Fucking, hi, would you like double bag that?
Gun store. Maybe I should work at a gun store.
I can see you working at a gun store.
I can work at a gun store.
Yeah, I think gun store would take you. All right, back to the screen room. We got a couple things left to go through. Now this shit really kind of broke my heart, and this is kind of what you were talking about earlier. And this is a long one. We're gonna play the whole thing, but the first part of it is pretty good. Check this out.
So the kids got sent back to where their parents weren't even at, and then they put a blockage to allow the parents to come back in to see their kids.
There's people going into like other people's homes trying to steal their stuff, like trying to. I heard that the people are being held at like gunpoint over there.
Investors and realtors calling the families who lost their home, offering to buy their land. How dare you?
President Joe Biden is offering the wildfire victims in Maui $700. Please tell me that's a joke.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's one fucking thing on this planet you can 100% believe in every second of your existence, is that if you get in between me and my children, you're fucked.
You're done. You're done.
And you got the road blocked. I'm smart, too. I'll pull a quarter of a mile up the road, and I'll go around the fields, cross the river, back behind you.
Right.
Hit you fucking. I will.
You better have a fence.
I will fucking get to my kids.
Right. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracies too going on about like how
my wife.
The kids didn't just go home and that was it. Like they took the kids somewhere.
I'm so appalled by the whole handling of it. And this,
I mean, let's think about it. If you got a bus full of kids, it's a day off, but some of the parents weren't notified.
Yeah.
Like, where'd they go? Does anybody know? Did a bus full of kids just get missing, or what the fuck? Does anybody know?
That's what I was saying. That they think that counts higher, and they won't even fucking talk about the count.
Oh, I got it. I got the guy. I got the mayor.
You got that on there?
Yeah, I got that on there. Shit, we'll play that right now. Fucking
just insanity.
Since we're talking about it, it's the next. Oh wait, hold on. Well, we'll play that one in a minute. Here's the mayor.
Maui County Mayor Richard Bisson checked in on West Maui residents this afternoon and helped deliver food at the Lahaina Gateway distribution site. The mayor also held a media availability, and things got heated when one resident interjected.
Has the process slowed down, and also all the names that have been announced so far have been elderly. Are there children that have been found, and is there any hesitance to announce that, because that'll obviously just be a different level of heartbreak?
I don't know. I wish
yes,
I knew
you
the
do.
I mean, you're the fucking
How many
mayor.
children are missing?
Right.
You know.
If I knew the answer to that, I would be happy to answer that.
You have no estimate as to how many children are missing?
Look he has no fucking like feeling in his face.
No,
he doesn't even give a fuck. No remorse, no nothing.
No, because he looks like a man that's got a gun pointed at his hand. That's what he looks like.
Right. You say anything will fucking kill your family.
You say anything that even slightly implicates or acceptance.
Yeah.
You're done. Your family's
and
done.
the mayors are fucking very low totem pole guys. It's not like I mean, he might have got paid $100,000.
The mayor's got some. You know what? And he's one of the.
I bet you he'll be rolling in a nice ass car here soon.
He's one of the most basic elected officials, and if he had any fucking spinal cord or whatsoever, the federal government, number one, would be his worst enemy. They are not your friends.
Right.
The state government is not your friend. You are in control of that, and you have a lot of power. Where if you got on that TV and said, look, I've asked the federal government, I've asked the state, I've asked FEMA, I've asked, everybody to get an answer. Hell, I went out and talked to parents myself that, my cousin that lives a mile on the other side of town has 2 kids that are missing, and I would have went and confirmed it. I'd have done something.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, back in the day, that's what you had it takes a village,
that's his
right?
job. He is the representative of that city. That is his fucking job.
What's the best way to keep fucking from getting to their kids or whatever? Just fucking fire the whole shit out? I don't know. This shit's all crazy, bro.
But he should have been standing up for the people. He should have been the first line of defense as the mayor.
He should have been mad. Like that's what kills me is if he wasn't paid off and he wasn't like a plan or a fucking guy that was like put in there.
His police chief. Oh my God.
What
the one that didn't sound the alarms.
Oh no, I see that one too.
He controls the police force that told people it's not time to evacuate.
Bro, he was like, "Oh, is that the guy with like inclusivity and shit?"
Yeah. And he's the guy that controls the people that say you can't come back if you come in here. Even though, show me that fucking law in a book.
Bloody hell,
show me that law in a book.
Man.
Tell me I can't come back in here to my property if I leave. Fuck you.
Let's check out what The Simpsons. Everybody says The Simpsons predicted all this shit, and some of the shit was in the one you sent me, so I just left it in this one. Check this out. They got a new statue put in there too, in the Hakuna Park or whatever.
Oh,
I can't
wow.
say that.
Man, Simpsons.
See, I didn't know about that. See, there's the statue.
That shit creeps me out.
I know, right? He's like a time traveler. Everybody thinks he is. Matt Goering. Groening.
Oh, look, the light.
Erected a massive concave reflective surface. It will focus the sun's beam in a deadly ray.
Look at that. But the blue thing is there afterwards.
Notice all the blue things, and
yeah, the umbrellas.
Yep, this is the one I was telling you about.
All mayors has passed. First off, I'd like to thank the good people at Tianjin Smelting and Mining for neutralizing our wonderful, deadly new lard land.
There's your video.
Yep.
High-powered laser burning all the other fabrics and shit, but not the blue one.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it's so fucking creepy. How?
There's a different laser. That's another laser.
Yeah.
Different one.
But the wavelength can be programmed into that.
Look at the blue car.
Yep.
Blue car ain't fucking burning up.
Look at there's blue tents.
Right. Babe, we gotta paint the house blue. We gotta paint the house and the roof blue. I'm not even joking right now.
I'm gonna start driving a blue car.
Hey, the van would be dope, pretty blue though.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So we got one more video after that. But
we could do a whole month's worth of shows. Just
I'm
on the
blue,
Simpsons
dude. I swear, I'm about to paint everything blue.
On their
blue is house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette.
Hey, see?
Maybe they had something back fucking then.
Maybe they're trying to warn us.
Oh my god, guys, hold on a second. I gotta fucking hit that shit. I'm blue, I'm sorry. Lock me the fuck up. I'm a bad influence. All right.
Yeah, we could literally do 10 shows in a row just on the predictions of The Simpsons.
Thanks, face love.
Thank you.
Yeah, The Simpsons are, bro, they never fail. And you know what's funny? The dude is from, isn't he from, like, Cleveland?
I don't know anything
Michigan?
about
He's a Midwestern guy.
Yeah, I knew he was kind of a small town guy.
Hold on, I'm about to check this shit out
with
real
his
quick.
time capsule in the back. I hate to do it, dude. I got a code yellow.
Creator for it. Damn it! You made me forget what I was saying. Oh, right there.
Where did the creator of The Simpsons grow up? According to Wikipedia, Groening was born on February 15th, 1954, in Portland, Oregon, the middle of 5 children.
So Portland, Oregon, isn't Oregon? And no, that's not the Midwest technically. Oregon's like west, right? Pretty sure. Older brother Mark and sister Patty were born in 1952, while their younger sisters Lisa and Maggie. Whoa, wait a minute. Dude, I'm blowing my own mind right now. Groening, which is Matt Groening, the leader of The Simpsons, was born on February 15, 1954, Portland, Oregon, the middle of 5 children. Older brother Mark, which is not part of The Simpsons, sister Patty. Patty was one of the Homer's sisters, I think. Listen to this. So he was the middle of 5 children, right? Older brother Mark, which doesn't really, is not relevant. Sister Patty. Patty was one of the fucking sisters. Simpsons aunts, right. Yep. Were born in 1950 and 1952, while the younger sisters Lisa and Maggie in 1956 and 1958, respectively.
No shit. So
I did not know. So it's based off of his little family.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Maybe he was Bart and like Homer was the dad.
Yeah, very possible.
Hey, something you learned about the fucking Simpsons.
Yeah. And we should have known that because The Simpsons only been on for 25 years now?
Right. Dude, I swear, every time like people watch us, you're going to learn something.
Holy crap.
It's gonna be fun.
I think they've been on longer than 25 years.
Dude, they've been on for a while. Hold on. Hold on. When was The Simpsons first aired?
December 17th,
1989.
Wow.
Since its debut on December 17th,
750.
750 episodes
almost
of the show have been
36 years.
It is the longest running American animated series.
They got it by a long shot too.
Bro, like that even goes back to maybe say he is a time traveler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's put some pretty controversial shit in there.
Because they're still going. They still have new episodes, and it's like still like ran by him, I think, right?
Feds wanted him shut down or they can't shut him down because he's got something on because he can travel time.
Right. Like, fuck with me and I'll hit my little watch and I'll be out of here or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Yeah, you'll never get me. Boop.
You'll never get me. Boo. Yeah, dude, he's probably got a Simpsons character based on himself with that. Oh, before we get out of here, guys, I got to say, we do have like one more video left, I think. Okay. But we are going to do right now, I did some research on how many of these I have left, and we have a few.
Nice.
I have a few that I'm willing to sell for 1 week. So that's from now until next Wednesday for $10 a piece.
$10
for each shirt. So it's either this one or you can get the OG one.
Buy a Rick shirt.
Yeah, this is a Wheelchair Mafia.
And donate it to Hawaii. Send it out to Maui.
But now listen, the shirt is $10. If I have to ship it to you, it's going to be probably an extra $5. Because
they ship it. Ship the clothes. Well, yeah. I'm not going to make that.
I'm not going to ship
I was going to make a joke. I'm not fucking making that joke.
You can't make jokes on that.
No, not yet. Too soon.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Too soon.
I was going to get rid of that.
Sober Rowdy is evil.
This motherfucker needs a drink, bro. He needs a drink. Mike said he'll take a couple for sure. Kyle Fedberg said best Inimahidas.
Kyle, what the hell's that?
We were talking about that earlier. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? I have no idea.
Proofread your typing, buddy.
Man, somebody, does your phone have it? I'm sure your phone does. Just turn that shit on. You'd be all right. Let's see what else we got down here. I do have this. So, this is Joe Biden in Hawaii. I don't mean to leave you guys. We're not done yet, but like, this is hilarious.
We begin this hour with this. The president and the first lady are back on vacation now after a few hours down in Maui.
Right. During his visit, President Biden tried to relate to wildfire victims by sharing a story, mostly fictional, about a 2004 kitchen fire he had.
Right.
The official account from about 20 years ago is
of
a small fire that was contained to a kitchen and put out in about 20 minutes. But the president's version of this story last night included the term losing a home.
Oh, my God. Fuck him for saying this.
I don't want to compare
asshole.
difficulties, but we have a little sense, Jill and I, what it's like to lose a home. And lightning struck at home on a little lake that's outside of our home, not a lake, a big pond. Make a long story short, I almost lost my wife, my 67 Corvette, and my cat.
Fuck this guy. Piece of shit. If I was one of those man,
I would have jumped up and I would have Hanukkah tackled that motherfucker. Dude. Like, not Hanukkah, but what do you call it? The Hadouken?
Hakamadu, whatever the fuck.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to butcher your I can't think. It's like a haka or something like that. Out of fucking.
But honestly, I mean, the Secret Service had to said, you guys take your hands off your fucking guitars when you're standing behind the president. We're going to put a hole in you.
Bro.
Like, we're not fucking around. We'll put a hole in you.
Like, that is ridiculous. And if you think, here's the thing. If you think that that's been broadcast throughout the entireties of America and people are still going to vote him in, dude, what the fuck? Dude. Are you kidding me? Do you think there's that many people that are like, oh, I love him?
This geriatric motherfucker, he'll be lucky if he lives a week after his presidency because he's going to be used up. He is not.
Dude, I would vote for Carrot Head or even like.
Dude, I don't know.
Give me somebody crazy. I would vote for them.
A bowl of fucking Jello pudding.
Dude, let's put a fucking Labrador Retriever named Gus in that motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
Field mouse.
Anything's better than
Field mouse with psychic abilities to run the country.
Well, Mike said he'll take a couple. Mike, I'm gonna keep these. Remember, guys, we got those for sale. If you want them, let me know. You got. I'm about to make a big thing about it too. I'm gonna make like a post and shit. It's gonna be fun. But I'm only doing it for a week, and then whatever I'm left with, we're just going to take the craft shows and sell them. Right. I mean, I've held on to them for too long, and really, I haven't even advertised for them. I've just kind of been holding on to them. Like, we've already lost like 7 to mice. Fucking my boy Jesse James, shout out to you, Jesse James. Fucking he ran away with like 3-4 of them, because they got miced out.
I'll take the rat shirt.
Well, I mean, all you got to do is cut the sleeves off and fuck it. It's just a shop shirt, whatever. You know,
it was custom. By trained mice.
Trained mice. We knew what we were doing.
Sweatshop mice. Mm-hmm. Keep in the wheelhouse.
Speaking of which, the mice that run our fucking department of doing podcasting is actually, we're doing pretty good on there.
Yeah?
A lot more people are watching and listening, actually, because if you go on like Spotify, anything really, Pandora, anything besides fuck Apple Podcasts and fuck Google.
Right.
We're doing that.
Any of the formats or platforms that you're on, next time you send me a link, put some links on your post. Because I share the hell out of it, and it's funny, there's several individuals that share it from me.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool if it just had the links. Yeah, so if a new guy says, oh, Rick and Rowdy show, what the hell is that? You know, if this guy's advertising, I want to check it out. And I know he'd actually have to think to type it into YouTube.
You know what? I've never actually done this before, but like, let me just try to go to like, okay, so Google, this is the search bar on your phone. So if I go to Google and I type in like, let's say they remember from the Rick and Rowdy show. So they're like,
here, I'll
Rick and Rowdy show. Or Rick and Rowdy. Let's just type in Rick and Rowdy and see what happens.
I'm going to do that on mine too.
Look at that. Every single fucking one pops up. Look at that.
Rick and Rowdy show.
Wow, that is amazing, bro. I'm on Google.
See if it pops up on mine. No, mine come up with some different shit.
Just type in Rick and Rowdy. Don't type in show.
Oh, gotcha. Man, gotta be.
Your phone's probably government oriented anyway.
Well, they know
watching your.
They
ass.
know my voice.
Right? They're like, I know what's going on.
No, but the Rough and Rowdy Brawl come up.
Really? What's that look like?
Rough and Rowdy Brawl is fighters with no defense throwing haymakers. It's the funniest, most action-packed night.
That sounds amazing.
Sounds like a bunch of fucking drunk hick bar fighters. I'm down with that.
Dude, I'll fucking watch that.
Fuck, I might get in on it.
How much they need? Shit, I'll throw some fucking admittance.
No, but I guess my thing was I didn't put YouTube, so let me try it.
I didn't put
Rick
YouTube
and
in
Rowdy YouTube.
Why did mine show up and yours didn't? Probably because I searched for it.
Oh, and I spelled your first name wrong.
Oh, you got to type in RIC and Rowdy. That's why.
Fucking A, dude. Yeah, we're right there. That is actually pretty damn cool.
Pretty
all
sweet,
of our shows. Holy shit.
We got 30 of them.
19, 17. Did we skip one? 18 ain't on there.
No, it's on there.
Then 16's not. Then it goes 18, 14, 13.
You know what? We might have. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, we don't care.
I'm pretty sure the numbers are irrelevant at this point.
If you can't find the old ones, we'll make you a fresh new one every other Wednesday.
Yeah, every other Wednesday.
Yeah, a fresh new Rick and Rowdy show.
Sounds good.
That sounds like a commercial.
I appreciate it. Commercial break. What you ready to go take a...
No, I just pissed again.
Or what? Okay.
I had my code yellow.
Well, we have
3. I got four bottles of water, one of these energy drinks, and a half a Miller Lite down. So yeah, I had to piss pretty bad.
Man, I really don't miss having to piss all that much. And if I had a bag, I wouldn't have to get up at all. I just let that motherfucker run down my leg and catch it in my leg bag.
Right. There's pros and cons to that.
But I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I've thought about. I don't know. I'd rather not at this point if I can just do it. They really like at Mary Free Bed. They push you to do like your self-cathing.
Yeah,
they really look up on that, and they look down on you, just being like, "I don't want to do that." You know, what I mean?
I wouldn't mind if it wasn't too painful to self-cath before I went like Cedar Point, because that's usually when you got to piss while you're in line, and you're like, "I've only got 50 more people to go. If I leave now, I'll never get on this thing. Been here 4.5 hours."
End up with a fucking.
You can just stand there.
End up with a damn. Somebody finds like, "Ew, what are you doing?"
Well, NASCAR drivers are well known for that. You ain't stopping the race to jump the
Well, no,
wall
they
and
usually
pits
carry
to
like
piss.
condom catheters.
Yeah,
right?
condom catheters. But back in the old day, if you want to win the fucking race,
you just piss on themselves.
Just piss in your fire suit. You know, I ain't got to clean it. I won the race. You clean the shit.
Flammable, right? Fuck it.
Give me a new one. I just won.
Yeah, can I get out of my suit? I just pissed all over it. You know what I mean? Like, before he takes a trophy. And shit.
Look, he must have been really hot in that car. Because look, Jimmy, he's got water running out beside his shoe.
Jimmy, he done sweat all up and down the damn track. This fucking shit coming out his damn boots right now.
Sweating yellow buckets.
Yellow buckets.
I can just see the commenters saying that'd be funny and shit.
Man, at 150. I appreciate those who've watched, those who've stuck with us, everybody that watches us. We appreciate everybody that watches us and listens to us. We're going to do another giveaway next show. So next show, stay tuned. I'm going to have something very special that we're going to give away. Not just a T-shirt.
I might give a couple away.
It's going to be nice.
I just got my new ones with the giant flags. They're badass.
Hell yeah.
Way better than little teeny tiny ones.
I'm going to wear your shirt next time. Maybe I'll keep the sleeves on.
I'm going to wear your shirt next time.
I got to keep your sleeves on it because your sleeves have cool shit on it.
Yeah, Gadsden and American flag on it. I got a little, just a little tidbit of something that might be going on in about a month or so.
Mike said, hookers?
no, it's even better.
Better than that. No STDs.
No, man, delousing of the guts. I'm about to take the Amish dewormer.
Oh, you're doing it?
I'm going to do it, bro.
I almost want you to videotape it, but
I'm not going to videotape it, but I am taking some still shots. If there's anything questionable, there will be a high intensity light and
please,
just it's not going to be a turd with a piece of corn out of it.
To me.
It's just, no, we're bringing it for the show.
Oh, my God. We're going to show shit worms. Dude, we're going to show, people would tune in for shit worms.
Everybody has parasites. Your skin is crawling with parasites.
It makes me feel bad because I don't want to do it. I know it is, but it's like, that's the thing. We have to jump over these loops and just do them. We have to do it.
I laughed at the wife because she's like, you think anything is going to come out? And I said, well, I'm pretty sure it's not a tapeworm because I'm pretty fat.
Right, tapeworms usually eat fat, right?
Yeah, and I don't think a tapeworm could survive my alcohol intake.
I would like to get the tapeworm drunk. That'd be fun. Watch them fall out and be all fucked up.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, so that's going to be, I'm literally going to do it, and I'm going to report firsthand. And if I'm really blown away by it, I'm going to spread the knowledge, buddy. I
almost want to go live with you and throw you on and be like, now let's go to the bathroom with Mr. Rowdy.
Live with Rowdy.
Rowdy's going to be like, well, I got a nice dookie going, but I don't see any worms yet, sir. I'll check back in 5 minutes.
Something long and covered in poo that's falling out. It's going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to see it. I want to see what it's, because, in the Amish do this twice a year religiously.
Right.
Religiously. Their sanitary practices aren't quite up to modern civilization. They're pretty damn sanitary, but in the state of Michigan, they did take away the good old outhouse, and they actually made them put either pumpable cisterns or drain fields.
Well,
so
what is a drain field?
Drain field's a box where all your poop and your water and everything else goes into the box, and the top, and it kind of ferments and eats itself and breaks down, and technically only water and bacteria go down the tubes at a light grade in your yard. That's your drain field. That's how you dissipate the poo.
And then you ain't never got to replace it, or
no? You have to maintain them. They say to do it every 2 years. Dude, I didn't do it for like the first 16 years I lived at my house with 2 kids and a wife, and it wasn't in bad shape. You can tell how bad a shape it's in by the level of solids at the top. Like they literally had to poke a stick to get a hole in it, and then put the sucker in and suck it all down, and then they get the solids at the very bottom of it.
This is making my stomach hurt.
No, it's nothing gross. It's dog poop in the yard decays the same way. I mean,
You know, our dog does poop in the yard a lot. I bought a little pooper scooper.
Yeah.
Figured the kids would grab it.
That's even grosser.
But guess what happens, though?
What?
Nobody uses it.
Oh, yeah. But you think about that. Are you going to follow a human around and scoop up their shit?
No, I'm talking about like afterwards. Like, so say people's coming over, right?
Oh, yeah.
I send the kid out in the yard to grab the old poop and just throw it in the woods or whatever.
My dog, Roscoe.
Dude, my dad used to make me go out and back and fucking get and trust me, I had a collie German Shepherd.
Oh, yeah.
This motherfucker was a big dog. His name was Buddy, yeah.
Shitting big.
Dude, this motherfucker had turds, right? So, I mean, there's landmines all in the back of my little fucking 1 acre lot. Not even that. Like, it's like a half acre. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I could be riding my bike. I could be hanging out with my friends. I could be playing video games.
Right.
Instead, I'm sitting out here cleaning up after this fucking dog.
Cleaning after dog. Buddy of mine does that for a living.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, he's got a profitable business. It's Pete Dog Jerry.
I'll come clean your dog shit.
No, he puts you on a route, and he comes through and cleans
every
up
fucking week or so.
Yeah, whatever it is, and
that's a good business.
It's
I never would have thought about that.
He's done it for years, and like I say,
what's his name? Jerry?
Pete.
Oh, Pete! Shout out, Pete!
Doggone Jerry.
Doggone Pete, Jerry.
Dog log is the business. But
dog log, that's fucking
super
awesome.
Cool fucker. He works a full-time job. He does that on the side, and he's living life decent.
Bro, okay, but think about that. That's the first guy that I've ever heard that does that. Just think about the kids.
Yeah.
If the kids would go and do that and say, hey, I'm going to pick up your dog shit in the backyard, I'll do that for like, you know what I mean, once a week for this much money.
So my dog Roscoe.
Or twice a week or something.
Luckiest human being on the planet. When he
Your
was
dog's a human being?
No, I'm the luckiest human being for owning that dog.
I was like, what?
He literally was trained accidentally as a puppy to go shit on the edge of the yard, like in the weeds.
Accidentally?
Well, it wasn't my intention to train him, but he was getting ready to take a big dump, and I picked him up and put him over there a couple of times, and that's what he did, is he went to the tall grass to shit.
Nice.
Go right up in the woods, and I never had a turd in my yard the 16 years we had that dog. It was amazing. Even in the wintertime, and I felt bad for him.
What was he, a fucking Shih Tzu?
He's a walker.
What the fuck is a walker?
Cross between a blue tick and a hound. So you know what a blue tick hunting dog looks like.
I know what a blue tick hound is.
Pointer, yeah, that's the exact same body shape and size and everything else, but he looked like a coonhound.
Nice.
Yep, like a basset.
You know, I've always wanted a dog that I could just let out in the yard
with long legs,
like let go and not have to worry about shit, and he or she would listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got that with the dog we have now, but like, I like that she's barky. I just don't like she's barky with everybody until she smells them.
Right.
Like, I would rather you be like, no,
that breed of dog.
You know what I mean? And like, just be like, okay.
It's a nice dog, and I have another friend that has the exact same dog. They are not fucking house dogs.
They need to be worked.
They're working dogs.
Yeah.
They
she wants to go outside every day and go out and do something.
They drive themselves insane when they don't have a job.
They drive us insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they're partially insane too. That's
right.
They were bred for, and they're really freaking good at it.
Really good at it.
It's a bummer when somebody takes a high-breeded dog like that for a specific purpose and tries to turn it into a house dog. They don't make good house dogs. Walkers were the worst freaking house dogs.
Right.
Holy shit, that poor dog. It got its ass beat on a daily basis.
That was your old dog at your house?
Yeah. Oh, when we lived in town, because we couldn't let him run wild. And if you left him in the house, he would tear the curtains down, tear the blinds down, scratch at the carpet till he got to wood, break everything in the fucking house, shit and piss everywhere on a daily basis. We tried locking him up in the backyard. All day he will bark, boo, boo, until you get home 8 hours later and he's,
oh my God.
It was pathetic, dude. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this dog?
Why will you not just live and be cool, bro? What's wrong with
Once we had kids, he mellowed out. He would stay in the house and wouldn't destroy shit, but he did not like being in the house when we weren't there. He just pissed him off and he went nuts.
Right. See, every dog we've ever had, we couldn't leave it in the house.
We dog proofed it. We had a laundry room where if he shit and piss, it's on linoleum. We'd clean it up, bleach it and everything. But this went on until we were in the country. And once we got into the country, literally, we never kept him inside. I didn't care if it was snowing, hailstorm, tornado, hotter than shit. He was happy outside. This dog had a freaking route.
Some dogs love it.
This dog had a route. When we left work, kids got on the bus for school. The dog went next door to Bill's, hung out with Bill and his 4 dogs. Literally, Bill is the leader of a pack of wild animals.
Nice.
And Roscoe went over there and they'd sit and watch TV. About noon, he'd go scratch at the door, paw at it, and he'd get out and go to Wilma's house across the street, little old lady, widow.
Uh-oh.
And she had a chair on the porch for him with his own bag of dog food. She told us after Roscoe died that Roscoe taught her great-granddaughter, how to walk.
Oh, hell.
And I'm like, get the fuck out of this dog. He had a whole different life.
Bro, he had people he had to go fucking see.
He had his route. In about 3:30, 4 o'clock, he'd go up and just paw at the door, and Wilma would let him out. I remember, this is a long story, I'm sorry, but I remember I was sick.
You know what? I didn't hit the story time, but that's okay because I love a good dog story.
It is.
I'll be honest with you.
I was sick one day.
Give me some Milo Notice vibes.
Said I'm taking a sick day, sitting at home, and about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm in my underwear, sick, laying in my lazy boy 3 feet from the back door, and I'm half asleep, and I hear, Roscoe. And I turn around and I was like, can I help you? And she's like, oh, Roscoe didn't come over for lunch or for breakfast or something like that. It was fucking damn. This 90-year-old woman from across the street with her cane walked across my road up the long-ass driveway.
What time of day was it?
Oh, it was 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so really early.
It must have been before he went to Bill's because she was concerned that Roscoe wasn't over there
Why
yet.
didn't you come over?
Well, the dog got hit in town. And it only took a bump from a car. He lived, no major injuries. He looked both ways before he crossed any street.
After that?
Yeah, it was comical, dude. He was probably 2-3 years old when he got hit by the car. For the rest of his life, another 13 years, he went up to the road and he looked both ways.
Bro,
long
some cities literally have statues of the dogs that were like part of the town, or like you know what I mean, that helped out. That was like. That would go around, and I think the animals, the reason why we keep pets and the reason why we have animals is because they uplift our spirits.
Yeah, they're social.
I mean? They help us. They help us through hard times, and I'll say that my animals did.
Same with
except for the fucking cats. Now, I can't fucking stand the cats.
I like my cats.
I'm done with them.
But as far as cats, they're pretty freaking worthless. They get a mouse every now and then. That's their job.
If I had a cat out here and they were outside and it wasn't in my house, that'd be cool. But now it's starting to get to the point
it
where
needs to be an outdoor, indoor cat.
Right.
Where the cat does its job outside and hunts, and it's a little cold. I'm going to come hang with the humans.
Yeah.
That's a good cat.
Yeah. But, and these kitties, man, I'll tell you what, these kitties that I got around here need boot camp.
Remember last night when I said, no more, I'm done?
Yeah.
The next video I watched was about cats and dogs. And it was this guy saying, I've been into thousands of houses where there's been deceased people. And he says,
"Oh, the cats were eating their fucking noses.
Eat their noses." And I was like, "Oh, dude!" I looked at my cats all funny when I got home from work today.
Don't you eat my nose?
I don't even want to sleep around you fuckers. That's why I keep the door closed.
Bro, they were trying to tell people that we couldn't have cats though, or dogs. They were trying to take away animals, especially in cities, because this one dude was like, because they know we're gonna have to eat them and shit. And I'm like, maybe I should get some more cats.
Maybe we do need some cats.
It's Chinese food. You know what I mean?
Dog, cat.
Don't taste
Got
bad.
muscle tissue, fiber.
Yeah, a little bit something.
I wonder, a little bit of teriyaki sauce, pepper,
keep you alive.
sugar, Lowry's.
Yep.
Put them on the spit. I bet you they taste a lot like rabbit.
You know what? Man, every time I hear rabbit, I think of when I was a young kid and I walked up in this old lady's house that used to babysit me, and she was cooking rabbit. Oh no, they were cooking it and boiling it. Dude, the fucking smell. Not even in the house, but like even outside of the house. I was walking up to the house and I'm like, oh God, what is that?
It's a plasticky smell.
Oh, it's horrible.
I've had it parboiled like that, and I think they roast it.
I thought there was something wrong.
In butter, and it's actually really good.
I went inside and she was like, oh no, honey, this is going to be delicious. Are you sure you don't want that?
You know,
I'm like, no,
if you grew up with that, it wouldn't be any different than the smell of cow shit. Some people go, ooh, cow shit. And I'm like, steak.
Right. Well,
milk.
now I don't give a shit. But
You know,
I was the same. I
I'm
hate
thinking,
cow shit. I'm like, fuck the country. Who would want to live out here?
I'm thinking, new leather coat. You know,
Right now,
there's
I'm
all
like,
kinds of benefits that smell makes me hungry and happy. But yeah, if you, especially down south, squirrel and any other thing, grouse, squirrel, elk,
I think that
small
everybody
game in
should
general.
invest
Turtle.
in like something to kill small game, just in case, man. Because
I don't want people.
I've been to Four Patriots. I went to 4patriots.com and I ordered some emergency food.
Yeah, some MRE shit.
Well, yeah, it's like dried
meals,
food. I
meals
think.
ready to eat, MRE.
Yeah, but they're a little fancier than that. Though.
Yeah,
they got
you
more
got
flavor.
Yeah, boil it. It tastes great. I
don't know.
I get
I'm
that.
not trying it until I need it.
I'll tell you what. I try to spread a lot of information on here, and the information that I will not fucking spread is how to gut and clean an animal. Figure it out because I'm eating good.
Hey, YouTube's dope.
Don't listen to Rick. You don't want to hunt for yourself. Just buy MRE boxes.
Yeah. Buy MREs from for Patriots. I think.
Yeah. Oh, September 23rd, 2023. Be wary.
Oh.
It has been predicted in hundreds and hundreds of TV shows, and just the date 9/23/23 is.
You know today's 8/23/23, right? Isn't that crazy?
Is it? Hey,
I swear to God, it is.
Man, I'm jumping off that subject. But anyways, be aware, September 23rd, I'm going to bring it up until that day comes that something fucky is supposed to happen. They don't know if it's going to be an EMP from the sun, solar flare. They don't know if it's going to be
a laser from the sky.
They've said several times asteroids. Okay. That's been predicted as an asteroid hit. And this isn't like in a lot of movies.
Bro,
it's
they've
crazy.
said the asteroids for so long.
Yeah, but there's something significant about this date. There's supposed to be some kind of big natural disaster, which they happen every day on the planet, but just how significant it is it going to make the news? So be wary of that. And shit, there was one more thing. I'm getting old.
Sparky's going to town.
Oh, God. I hate thinking.
Dude, brains are boiled at this point.
Yeah.
You literally have to be like, okay, you have to be
was.
fucking like trained to not like get this shit through your head and not want to go jump off a bridge and then fucking live your life every day as a happy human being after you learn the shit that we've learned. I swear to God, like this shit's crazy.
We were talking about spooky shit, and I had some really spooky shit happen to me last week on Tuesday.
We gotta do a spooky fucking episode one of these days.
Dude,
Halloween's coming up. We're gonna do
this one was
some paranormal
fucked up.
shit.
A buddy of mine that passed away, he was the eternal prankster, mountain of a man. You know him.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have the same relationship I did with him, but you see after the fact who and what he was, and how sought after he was. So this just past Tuesday was the 3rd anniversary of him passing. A week before, on Tuesday, 10:59 a.m., I get a call, and it's his name on the caller ID, and I said, what the fuck, man? I looked at my phone and said, that's got to be the farmhouse. I don't want to drop names, but I said, that's got to be the farmhouse. It's still got to be in his name, or it's programmed in my phone.
Right.
No. Soon, it was 10 seconds of dead air, no pun intended. and click, an audible click. And I said, what the fuck? You know, I get 100 telemarketer calls a day. So I'm used to not hearing anybody on the other end of the line, but usually you hear a digital sound, not a click.
Right.
So I freak out, start texting a couple mutual friends, like, holy shit, you're never going to believe who just called me. And they said, did you call it back? And I said, yeah, immediately redialed the number. This number is no longer in service. I waited an hour or two later and did it again, like 3 or 4 times throughout the day, just to see, you know, somebody else got his number. But what is the astronomical possibility of, say, a telemarketer got that number and they were calling?
Bro, that's like 0.00000000000.
Makes me want to play the lotto or something. Yeah, everybody was kind of blown away.
Bro, that's old fucking buddy coming in and being like, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, what are you doing? Because I got a picture of my toolbox by the hoist.
Yeah.
And I called his oldest son, and I said, man, I ain't telling you this to make you sad and cry. You know, hopefully it makes you laugh. And I told him, and he's like, holy shit. He said he said some weird shit just happened to me a month ago. Dogs barking at 3 o'clock in the morning. He walked out of his bedroom into a dark living room and said he caught something out of the corner of his eye, peripheral, and he turned around and looked, and he said his dad was sitting in a fucking chair.
Bro, you're giving me goosebumps right now. Like, I'm literally fucking getting goosebumps, and this ain't no fucking Code Brown.
Hey, we'll you know what? Around Halloween, I've got some really freaking cool, creepy-ass stories, dude.
We got to get some Gary Golka spirit fucking shit. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like some of that shit where they can talk through and stuff.
I don't fuck.
I actually got an app we can use.
I don't fuck with the paranormal. You will not see me in the room.
Come on, what about it? It's just an app on your phone, bro. It's just an app.
It's
what's wrong with the app?
Spirits are electrical.
Oh, dude! You don't think I've got enough electricity?
It's one you provoke, and it's. I'm not going to.
I think there's respectful. I think there's respectful.
But I had to have this conversation when I moved into this 140-year-old farmhouse.
Oh shit!
And out in my garage.
That's where you're at now.
And I literally just said, hey, because we had an experience at our old house, and I didn't want to deal with it here. We're out in the country. It's dark. I don't want to be creeped out every time I walk from my garage to my house. So I said, look, if you're out here, I promise I will not fuck with you. Don't fuck with me.
Right.
And I was dead serious and never had a problem with it. The only time that anything has been kind of weird is when I was overseas. My wife almost fell off a ladder in the garage, and she said something pushed her back up. She had a box of papers, and she's a small girl.
Bro.
And she was falling off the ladder, and something pushed her back up. And she didn't tell me when I was overseas, but when I got home, she told me about it. I almost brought a tear to her eye. She was dead serious. And so I walk out in the garage again alone, and I said, I appreciate you making yourself known, but the rule still stands. Don't fuck with me, and I won't fuck with you.
Bro, he was helping you, though, maybe.
I know.
Maybe they were helping you out.
And I thanked him. And I thanked him. So I think we got a nice relationship. I don't want to fuck with them.
Oh, no. You're not fucking with them. They're just here. They got a story to tell, man.
I don't want to hear it.
They want to tell their story. I mean, I just turned the spirit thing on, and it said Mavis. I don't know who Mavis is. That sounds like an old thing. But I don't know if this thing is bullshit, bro. This is just an app they give you.
It's a gimmick, but
it's a gimmick.
What if it was one of that 1 in 1 million times that it had some accuracy to it, and we'd both be shitting
bro,
our pants
if this
right
had
now.
accuracy to it, then I want to hear it say like what we're doing, where we're at, like say something like wheel or house or something. Then I'd be like,
don't tempt fate.
Oh shit!
Man.
It just said taunt. It literally just said taunt. Oh shit!
Hey, shut your phone off, bro.
Okay.
I gotta drive home.
Okay, we're done. We're done. Sorry, guys. So I'm not taunting you.
We'll do a cool Halloween show. We'll do a cool.
Bro, shut your phone off. Oh damn.
We'll do a cool delousing video. So there's a couple ideas for the future.
Oh shit! My lights just flickered a little bit.
Fuck you, Rick.
Dude, listen.
Hairs on my arm just stood up.
We're not here to taunt you. We love your stuff. We just want to build on it to make it look pretty. That's why we saved it.
Yep.
We want to hear your story. That's what it is.
And if you're gonna fuck with somebody, stay here and fuck with him.
No, don't. You can just stay in the wheelhouse.
He's the one with a phone.
Hey, it's okay. This property is beautiful, and we're doing what we can to save it. Mike said, I got a buddy that just had a bunch of ghost hunting gear.
No, fuck off, Michael.
Mike's got to come out here, dude, with me, and we'll do one with Mike. You can take the day off, and we'll hang out with Mike and just see what comes up.
Yes, rest in peace, Chuck, Mike. Yeah.
Well, I think we covered a lot today.
We did, man. I think it was a good show. It was fun.
You like that? You have fun?
I'd like some feedback. That kind of looks... Why is the light? Oh, the light always pulses.
I know, it does that.
Christ. See? You got my fucking head now.
Hey, no, hold on. Listen. Oh, shit, look at that. I like that tattoo. That tattoo is like my best tattoo, and I can never fucking see it. It says, nothing is real, everything is permitted. That's an Assassin's Creed logo it's a video game. I've played that video game since I was fucking young. That game is dope.
Nerds.
Hold on. Where's it at? Oh, right there. Do you like my new wheelhouse wheel that I put on there?
Yeah, that's cool. I was looking at the creepy flickering light. I was like, did that flicker before? You totally got in my head, bro.
Oh, no. That's been a flickering light.
Yeah, I know now, but you got in my head for a second. Jesus.
No, the lights did kind of dim a little bit, but I think that was the air conditioning turning back on.
Yeah, it could be.
Or the refrigerator. The refrigerator has to do the thing.
Plausible deniability.
It's all right. Hey, guys, we appreciate you watching. Tune in, not next Wednesday, but the next Wednesday, me and Mr. Rowdy will have a whole nother list of shit because 2
weeks.
You know exactly how much happens in 2 weeks. Too much. Too much in 2 weeks.
I get a kick on how we just fucking throw something together at that tail end of preparedness.
Yeah.
And come out like a shiny turd.
Hey, Mike said, have a good night, fellas. Yeah, no,
Thanks,
for
Mike.
sure. And it always, I don't know. We literally have days where I have nothing. And I have like 14, maybe 4 videos, not 14 videos. 4 videos, and we'll make a show out of that.
Still manage to talk all the way through it.
Yeah. We don't.
Kick
hopefully,
ass.
we don't bore you guys. Let us know in the comments.
Here's to us.
Hey, wait, where's my... Here we go. All right, guys. Thank you again. Tune in next time to the Wheelhouse. We will see you...
That's good water.
Did I get the eye in here? Let's check it out. Peace.